At Metro Flooring, you always get more, like more rooms of carpet and more savings with this great deal. For a limited time, you...
Oh, I was going to say, come on, fucking ignorant boss.
At Metro Flooring, you always get more, like more rooms of carpet and more savings with this great deal. For a limited time, you can get 3 rooms of carpet for just $7.99. See all the ways you can get more for your money at MetroFlooringContractors.com.
Seven 381-3811. So we have this judge in Wisconsin who's obstructing law enforcement. And we're going to get into this in some detail. And the Democrat Party and their media, really one and the same, they say that this is another example of Trump and the team way out of control. Going after a judge like this, it's very unusual. No, what the judge did is very unusual. That's why you go after the judge. Judges aren't above the law either, ladies and gentlemen. We know that. The Democrat Party is everything I said in my last book. The Democrat Party hates America. They were for slavery. They were for segregation. They were for eugenics. They were for literacy tests, all this stuff. They just hate the country. You have to have a certain mindset. I don't care that they say they love the country. They hate the country. They hate the voters when the voters don't do what they want them to do. They hate our laws, unless, of course, they're their laws. This is a very diabolical and evil party, the Democrat Party. I'm not saying all the Democrat members out there who work for a living. No, I'm talking about the people who run the damn thing, or influence, or have some control over it. They're diabolical. They hate the country. How can you love the country when you have open borders? How can you love the country when fentanyl's pouring in on those open borders and drug traffickers, Venezuelan gangs that we never even heard of before, MS-13, terrorists, fentanyl, pouring over the border? Oh, yeah, they had no problem with it. They had a problem with it. They should have said something to their man, Biden, but they didn't. They're not for women's rights anymore. They oppose women. They hate women. You can't even define a woman. The Civil Rights Act, the amendments to it to protect women's sports, they've eviscerated it. Trump's trying to bring it back so that provision survives. They hate motherhood. They hate the nuclear family. They're all gung-ho on abortion. It's a weird group of people. Very weird. And of course, here you have a judge caught red-handed committing a crime. Committing a crime. She lets this... You know what? I'll let Pam Bondi explain what took place there, but you're going to be able to watch all weekend because the Sunday shows are horrendous if you want to punish yourself. Except mine, of course, which is great. Did I mention that? 8 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. I'm sure you've set your DVRs by now. And by the way, killer shows. Killer. You know who the biggest fan of my show is, Mr. Producer, other than my wife? The president. I encourage you to watch it. And let me tell you something. Saturday show is brutal. Sunday show is brutal. You're going to want to watch both. Seriously. Just DVR it if you're not sure you can watch it. But in any event, here's Pam Bondi explaining in part what took place. I mean, we've got this judge in New Mexico. We've got this judge in Wisconsin. It's incredible. These judges, you know, if many of you read Men in Black, my book on the judiciary, my first book ever, and I said, these people are flesh and blood. There's some stellar judges. There's some average judges. And there's some real sick bastards who are judges. Just like human society. They're no better. Just because they're lawyers in black robes means nothing. Nothing. Here's Pam Bondi, cut 4 on Fox News today. Go.
So what charges will Cano and his wife face, if any?
Now, this is the judge and his wife in New Mexico. They were harboring a Venezuelan gangbanger terrorist in their home. In their home. Go ahead.
Cano, soon to be former Judge Cano, got his charges were just unsealed. He's charged with obstruction. He admitted post Miranda. He took one of the TDA members' cell phones himself, took it, beat it with a hammer, destroyed it, and then walked the pieces.
Wait a minute, that sounds like Hillary Clinton. He must have learned that from her. Go ahead.
Wow. To dispose of it to protect him. The wife also is charged with destroying evidence. Sandra, not only that, this TDA member, and he had on a necklace that said kill, something about death. He had tattoos all over him. He also had on his cell phone pictures of 2 decapitated victims. 2 victims decapitated, gruesome
Somebody
photos.
tell Jamie Raskin. Somebody tell Somebody tell Bernie Sanders. Somebody tell the Democrats, the TV Democrats. That's what I'll call them from now on. The cable TV Democrats. Somebody tell the cable TV Democrats. They'll love this guy. He decapitated at least 2 people. Wow. Cool, right? Go ahead.
Sending them out, and whoever he was sending them to was sending back saying, hey, you need to be careful. You shouldn't be sending these. You shouldn't be texting these photos out. Not only that, these 2, the judge and his wife, gave him assault rifles that belonged to their daughter. That's what they're charged with. In the criminal report affidavit, he goes to a shooting range with these assault rifles, with a suppressor, with other known TDA members, and they're shooting. This is the last person that we want in our country, nor will we ever tolerate a judge or anyone else harboring them.
Good. You know, if the Democrats have their way, that's Supreme Court material, that guy. Cut 5, go.
Yeah, and to set the stage for you and Sandra, this was truly horrific. This guy was in court being prosecuted by a state prosecutor for domestic violence battery. He had beat up 2 people, a guy and a girl, hit the guy 30 times, knocked him to the ground, choked him, beat up a woman so badly they both had to go to the hospital. And John, you know, it's so rare for victims to want to cooperate. They wanted to cooperate. They were sitting in the courtroom with the state prosecutor. The judge learns that ICE was outside to get the guy because he had been deported in 2013.
Where's my Cardinal? Cardinal's out there.
Charged with committing these crimes. Victims in court. Judge finds out. She goes out in the hallways.
That's the female.
At the immigration officers. She's furious, visibly shaken, upset, sends them off to talk to the chief judge.
And now there's the
In
male.
the courtroom. You're going to believe this. Takes the defendant and the defense attorney back in her chambers, takes them out of private exit and tells them to leave. While a state prosecutor and victims of domestic violence are sitting in the courtroom.
Mm-hmm. And now this guy's a cause celeb for the Democrats. So understand, now this judge is a cause celeb. Garcia, an MS-13 whitebeater, he's a cause celeb for the Democrats. This is a sick group of people who have to be leaders of the Democrat Party. Very sick. Cut 6, go.
When you see these judges trying to obstruct your efforts to make this country safer, what is your message to them?
We are going to prosecute you, and we are prosecuting you. I found out about this the day it happened. We could not believe, actually, that a judge really did that. We looked into the facts in great depth. That's her picture up on the screen, Hannah Dugan, who is now in custody. You cannot obstruct a criminal case, and really, shame on her. It was a domestic violence case of all cases, and she's protecting a criminal defendant over victims of crime.
Mm-hmm.
We warned you about this a long time ago.
Makes her Supreme Court, like I said, Mr. Producer,
Yeah, excuse me.
For the Democrats. She fit in well. She fit in well with the justice who couldn't define women. Perfect. I'll be right back.
Lena Kagan.
Mud, love in. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Don't get suckered into the same.
I went and I had to buy some bird seed. So I filled all my bird feeders up, moved them around a little bit.
And the end of the day, you paid for that.
Every bird in the neighborhood is in my fucking yard, including the pigeons.
My wireless company, they have a much better offer with a qualifying plan of just $35 a month. You can get a brand new Samsung Galaxy A26 for free. All you need to do is switch to Pure Talk for just $35.
I have like 20 mourning doves.
Talk, text, 15 gigs.
There's at least 20 mourning doves out there.
Hotspot, all on one of America's most dependable 5G networks. Dial pound 250. Say keyword mark. Customer service team will help you switch in as little as 10 minutes. That's pound 250. Say Mark Levin for your free.
Alpesh Patel, you got something to say to me? You come on right up right now. You know the routine. You watch me all the time.
Delays continue northbound between 121 and Route 80.
So during commercial break, I can chat.
And more delays northbound from Morton towards Newington. Southbound is heavy from the Beltway towards 123 in Woodbridge. And you will still.
So you have Democrat judges doing their shit and blaming the Republicans for all the violence. You tell me one person that Donald Trump has had killed.
Tonight, scattered showers with a thunderstorm possible. Lows around 65. Tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms likely. Highs around 82.
Yeah, open panel Friday night. JC knows she's welcome. She followed Gotti up here the other night. So all I can figure is the mother and child reunion fucking needs Billy. Yeah, that's what you two make me think of, Gotti and JC, that song by Simon Garfunkel. Whoa, the mother and child reunion is only a motion away. Oh, mother and her child, no greater love.
Men and women.
She's really not your aunt. She's your mother, Gotti. She's Dutchie's mother. She's Vader's mother. She's Jeffy's mother. Randy is her firstborn. Randy's the firstborn.
And their families. Are you with them? Learn more at uso.org today. Imagine the hospital experience. There's a constant parade of serious stuff.
Hey, JC, your friend Logical wants to keep using my mother, and I go into Vegas and I get what I get. You know, that's just, he just does that because they like to watch me fucking climb up your back and down your front.
Starlight programs help kids in the hospital cope, build resilience.
You make such a fool of yourself, JC. You'd be better off taking me in as a friend. You should be saying, even though you can't play a guitar, Billy, I love you. Guitar J. Look at this fucking punk. You come at me through JC. You jump on the bandwagon. You're a chicken shit. Guitar J. Whoever the fuck you are. Never seen you before. You're from fucking Shannon's chat. I know you are. Shannon and that fucking with Relentless and that whole crew with the Venice Beach chat. Nobody ever fucking goes there. I don't fucking go there. I went there once. They fucking, hey, you know who I was? They timed me out. Laughing. That's their favorite thing to do is have a wrench and time someone out. That's all they live for.
With the new WMAL app. Thank you. Get the WMAL app today on Google Play or the Apple app.
Yeah, JC, why don't you take all the wrenches off your people and only you have a wrench? All right, and let's get it on. Huh? Hey, Miss Professional Streamer.
CUMULUSboost.com. This is Women's Work with Nicole Khalil. I would rather have the temporary pain of discomfort than the avoidable pain of regret. There are too many of us that we're waiting for someday, and the clock is ticking. Redefining what it means to be doing women's work. Makes sense.
Hey, Wiggin.
Chaotic and beautiful world.
You did it again, right? DA block. I come in there and then you want to make like I cry because people block me. You know that's not true, Wiggin. You know, that's what you do that. Alicia's fucking stupid. You are, Alicia. You're fucking stupid to do that shit with him. He goes back and forth. Why do you think I call him wishy-washy? One minute he likes you, 1 minute he doesn't. That's a sign of alcoholic. Oh, I'm sorry. And then think it's funny. And claim other people are thin-skinned.
So here come the media.
So I go into his chat. Oh, and his little friends all have me blocked. DA, Sebastian.
MSNBC. This arrest.
You complain. Oh, Logical just doesn't like you, Billy.
Again, I know how fresh this is.
How about I don't like Logical, Wiggin? Why don't you say that to Logical? Fuck you, Wiggin.
You moron.
Seriously.
You are. Is what the judge
I
did.
fucking warned you.
The judge opened the back door, Mr. Producer. You heard her. Open the back door. Let them out where the jury comes and goes. It's a non-public door. He lets the immigrant with a long criminal record, she lets him and the lawyer and tells them, go out this way. When ICE is right there.
Man says he's not going to stream and shit, and there he is streaming.
And so they run down the road. They grab the guy.
You love the drama.
Say, you know what, Judge? You just obstructed federal law enforcement, and she's indicted. Tell us, Gary, how unusual this is, really. Tell us how unusual it is. No, it's not unusual in the world of the Democrats. They want to dumb
You
us down.
fucking demanded that I apologize to Lady Venom. That still fucking irks me, Wiggin.
People are blocking Jews
fucking demanding that I apologize to that person.
Freedom of speech.
What a fucktard.
Since when? Anytime
I wanted to slap you right upside the head when you did that, Wiggin. Fucking stupid. You take things too seriously, Billy.
Well, this is incredibly unusual. This is certainly not something we saw during the Biden administration, not even something we saw during the first Trump administration.
No, you didn't see it because it didn't happen, you jackass. They don't even tell the audience what actually occurred here. That this judge,
at the end of that fucker,
so-called, waved to the illegal immigrant and her lawyer to come with her.
It's what's sticking to my lungs.
ICE was sitting in the courtroom. They go through the back door. They go where the jury would normally be. She sends them out the door that's not public. They're running down the street, and ICE grabs them. Like, that didn't happen during the first Trump administration. It certainly didn't happen with Biden. It's highly unusual, very troubling. Here they are arresting a judge. Can you imagine that? They're arresting a judge. You don't get to arrest a judge. No. Judges can do whatever they want. They have black robes. Don't you notice?
The increase of importance of immigration as a priority to the Trump administration this time, this is what we have started.
This is a legal affairs reporter, ladies and gentlemen, for a television network, NBC. This is a legal affairs reporter. Go ahead.
First time we've ever seen a judge arrested like this, but seeing these on-camera videos of arrests at courthouses of immigrants that are there to adjudicate their immigration status is certainly new here.
No, it's not new here. You don't even know what the hell. Wasn't new during the Reagan administration. When I was serving at the Department of Justice and Immigration, that was the INS at the time, was under our wing at the Department of Justice before Homeland Security was created. Wasn't new for us. We went into churches, we went into mosques, we went into synagogues, we went wherever they were. So I don't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's talking about. What do we have, safe havens now? Safe havens? You don't have safe havens for American-born criminals. What is this? What is this media that we have here? How sick is this? Go ahead. Oh, okay. The fact that the judge committed a crime with witnesses in the courtroom all over the place. How galling, how unbelievable. And the problem is she was arrested and charged with a crime. Don't you see, America? That's the problem. We've never seen anything like this. And we never saw anything like what they did to Donald Trump, but that apparently was okay. Day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. But here, this judge, a judge is nothing but a lawyer. That's it. That's it. They're given a high public position with a lot of power. They have absolutely no accountability. None. Absolutely no accountability. Oh, you know, they could be brought before the Supreme. No, I said absolutely no accountability. And here she's caught red-handed in the light of day in front of dozens of people. And we've never seen anything like this. We've never seen anything. We don't do this, man. Shut up, you moron. You see, they brought Chris Matthews back to NBC and MSNBC. Why? Is he wearing mittens now? He's going to behave, Mr. Producer? You going to behave now, Chris? What, was he off the air for 10 years? They're slowly bringing him back. Is that how they rehabilitate him? I don't know. Anyway, that was Gary Grumbach of NBC News, of the famous Grumbach law firm, but I don't know if he has a law firm or not. What an idiot. So it goes on like this all day. All day. Can you imagine? The arrest of the judge. Oh, my goodness. Look at this judge in New Mexico, the one we started out with. They literally have a domestic gangbanger Venezuelan terrorist in their home. We've never seen anything like this, you know? They actually arrested the guy. Can't arrest him. I said, Judge, you can't arrest the judge. I can't arrest the judge. They attack Clarence Thomas. Clarence Thomas looks in the wrong direction. See that? See that? Hey, right over there, Thomas.
There's your cue, Queen T. Come on up and talk to me about Clarence Thomas. There, fat bitch. You fat, ugly bitch. Queen. You ain't no better than Rusty or JC. In fact, I'd choose both of them over you. I wouldn't want to see your fucking snatch, Tammy. No, fuck it. Imagine the nappy hair on that fucking clam. Holy fuck.
Went public on the New York Stock Exchange.
You know what? Your fucking pussy probably looks better in your face, Tammy. You got one ugly motherfucking mug. You are one ugly bitch, Tammy. I'll tell you that right now. You are. You are an ugly fucker.
Trump says it's terrific. 40 million Americans go to Newsmax.
Yeah, it makes me think of a joke, Tammy, what you are.
Since the same time last year.
You know how God invented blacks? I want to say the other word. So, yeah, so good people don't take offense to what I'm about to say. Right? You know why they got such big nostrils? You know why Tammy's got big nostrils? I swear God held her up when he spray painted her. You know why the palms of her hand and the bottom of her feet are white? Tammy's? That's where God hung her up to dry after he got done spray painting the bitch. Bye, Tammy. Come on up, take me on one-on-one, bitch. You've never taken anybody one-on-one because JC and the others, you guys gang up on people. Mary has been the fucking dead horse this whole time. What about it, Gotti? Huh? You're up here the other night. I let you up. Wiggin was up here using that picture and calling you Guzman. I see you were using that name with my picture in JT's chat the other day, fucker. I don't need to catch you guys doing anything. I know what you fucking do. Oh, who the fuck is RJ? I know an RJ. This can't be the one I know. How about unmute your mic? Huh? How about you unmute your mic before I let you up? I'm waiting for you to post a comment in my backstage, Randy.
Your choice.
I've only been live 25 minutes.
About the future, the military can be a resource for information to help.
I might go take a nap a half hour.
A public service
I had
message from
chili
the
for
Department
dinner
of Defense.
tonight.
To learn more, visit today'smilitary.com.
Chili and a bagel with everything.
There's
The
a
squirrels are mad at me because I haven't bought any peanuts lately.
And a serious diagnosis. Scary surgery.
He's looking at me right now through the window.
We're in the hospital for days, weeks.
And he's
months.
fucking strutting his shit.
Now, imagine you're a child. This is
Fucking
why Starlight
squirrels.
exists. Starlight programs help kids in the hospital cope, build resilience, bolster confidence, and change their outlook. Because happiness matters. Visit starlight.org to learn more.
Bright Focus Foundation's Alzheimer's Disease Research Program is paving the way for a cure. Learn about symptoms, diagnosis, and breakthrough research at brightfocus.org or call us at 1-855-345-6237 for free resources.
My baby brother, a father. Come on, it's time for his nap. Whoa, he can't sleep on his stomach. Babies should always sleep on their backs in a safety-approved crib, and the sleep area should be clear of blankets, toys, and other loose or soft items. It reduces the risk of SIDS. SIDS? You know, sudden infant death syndrome. Guess I need to start studying up on safe sleep for little man here. Being his favorite uncle comes with big responsibilities.
For more information, visit safetosleep.nichd.nih.
Charlie, why does your boy DA fucking block me?
Health and Human Development.
Making sense of
That fucker thinks he's high class, doesn't he? That fucker thinks he's just the cream of the crop.
Making sense of Washington.
And Wiggin wants to fucking interfere when I asked about the fucker blocking me. Oh, why you get all mad and block you, Billy? Oh, you thin skinned. Fuck you, Wiggin.
Mornings from 5 to 9. News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news.
Wiggin, why you play grab ass with Alicia all the time and do that shit? That's why I can't sit there and watch your chat. I just can't.
The American way of life. The few,
I can't.
the proud, the Marines.
It's gotten to the point where, you know, I'm your content.
Make their wish come true. To help them fight a critical illness.
You know that I've been saying that DA blocks me.
Wishes are so powerful. You can make them real.
And you come to my chat and you want to be treated with kid gloves. Ain't gonna happen tonight, Wiggin.
Every single one of us can make the stars align.
You ain't no better than Gotti.
We come together.
I'm telling you that right now, boy.
Wishes
Do
like
something.
stars like you.
You didn't make
Visit
me.
Make-A-Wish@wish.org.
You don't make me do anything. DA tried to do that shit. Now he blocks me. All you guys have is logical with his spam block. I could do that. I know how to program this to do that shit. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not a hypocrite like that fucking Patrick Francis Callahan. Fuck you, you punk motherfucker. Why don't you come up and let everybody hear that fucking high girly voice you have, Patrick? Fucking punk. You had to have burned your nuts when you burnt your feet. That fucker up on Caleb's fucking panel calling the doctor an idiot. Oh, she didn't know what she was doing.
I'll tell you why I didn't attend the inauguration for Donald Trump. Can I tell you something? Nobody cares. You're just not important enough. Nobody cares. Hey, did you hear about the fight with Larry David and Bill Maher? No, and I don't care. I don't care. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm too curmudgeon. I don't care what Michelle Obama.
Curmudgeon, he said.
But then again, I don't care what 98% of these people in media, in entertainment.
So Alicia was right when she called Wiggin a curmudgeon. She didn't call me a curmudgeon. She called Wiggin a curmudgeon.
Because I'm about to play a clip for you from Brock Millhouse, Benito Obama.
And then he showed all that money he's got at the house, and she fucking latched straight onto that shit.
It's almost 11 years
Ding, 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 ding.
Cut one, go.
If you're a criminal, you'll be deported. If you plan to enter the U.S. illegally, your chances of getting caught and sent back just went up. The actions I'm taking are not only lawful, they're the kinds of actions taken by every single Republican president and every single Democratic president for the past half century.
Obama is the subject tonight.
There you go. There you go. He's a tough guy. Adam Smith, Democrat, Washington State. This guy's all over the place, too. He's a little nebbish. Nebbish. But nonetheless, Cut 2, go.
On the larger question of what Congress wants to do, problem is we can't get a compromise. Tough at the border, but also we've got Donald Trump blocking refugees, taking away temporary protective status. And also a number of us believe that there are a lot of people in this country, undocumented, who should be allowed to stay. They have been a vital part of our economy. They are vital parts of our community. They are husbands.
I wouldn't
wives,
doubt
fathers,
it, Charlie.
Working, paying taxes. We have depended upon their labor for decades. And to rip those families apart and send them back to countries that in many cases
I'm just looking at my
know,
battery
we
status.
believe would be wrong. So Democrats want pathway to citizenship for some undocumented immigrants. And then a lot of us are wide open to talking about toughening the asylum laws.
Shut up, you moron. You're talking in circles. You know, and there's 6 of one, half a dozen. You know, it's called immigration. And then there's illegal immigration. The former is okay if it's agreed to, if it's managed, if it's proportionate. Whatever happened to that word, by the way? It's proportionate. The latter is not okay. It's illegal. Hence, illegal aliens. Hence, illegal immigration. There's no need to split hairs and so forth and so on. It is what it is. Then we have Frederica Wilson. Who's that? Nobody knows who Frederica Wilson is. She's one of the many members of Congress. She's a Democrat from Florida, from Miami. Gee, I wonder what she has to say about this. Cut 3, go.
I've been giving out the phone numbers.
I've been giving out the phone numbers, and I'm related to Ray One.
Some advice. First of all, when you're going to talk to the press, don't stand next to, you know, Highway 95 or one of those things where all the trucks and the cars are driving. We can't hear. You know, in your case, it's probably a blessing, but just a little bit of PR advice. Go ahead.
Number you call and you threaten it. And you say, this is wrong. This is not America. This is not what we stand for. We need a change. You have to do that. It's going to take the people.
Did she say, Mr. Producer?
It sounds like Ray One.
You call and you threaten? Is that what she said? As painful as it is, can you go back to the top of this? Because there's a lot of background noise. I just want to make sure I just heard the right thing. Go ahead.
I've been giving out the phone numbers to the House of Representatives and to the Senate. It's one number. That number you call and you threaten it. And you say, this is wrong. This is not America. This is not what we stand for. We need a change. You have to do that. It's going to take the people. I've talked myself up. We need the people. We need a truck ride.
Is she a truck stopper? I mean, it's actually laughable, in my humble opinion.
I'll flick a booger at you.
It's actually... Can I hear that again just for
Charlie?
I'm sorry, America. This is cracking me up. Can you do that again, please? Go ahead at the top. Go ahead.
I've been giving out the phone numbers to the House of Representatives and to the Senate. It's one
You want me to touch your hole, Charlie?
You call and you threaten it. And you say, this is wrong. This is not America. This is not what we stand for. We need a change.
We Americans, we stand for illegal immigration. We stand for Venezuelan gangs and El Salvadoran gangs. We Americans, we stand for the communist Chinese working with the drug cartels in Mexico, sending fentanyl into our country. That's what we stand for. In America, we stand for guys like Garcia who beat their wives and are members of the MS-13. Poor fella. He should be brought back. We should order the president to bring him back to America. I mean, after all, who else is going to pick the lettuce? They're doing jobs Americans won't do. Isn't that right? Whatever your name is. Is this the one that wears the stupid hat, Mr. Producer? Oh, she's dressed there in pink with a pink hat? Well, she's to be taken very seriously. Oh, yes, indeed. This is what America stands for, ladies and gentlemen. To be opposed to America. We're now in the position, America, where we are knowingly importing gang members. We're knowingly importing criminals. We're knowingly allowing women to be sold into sex slavery. We're knowingly allowing children to be sold into sex slavery. That's the Democrat Party platform. Wouldn't it be great if we could at least agree that that's bad? That we'd do something about due process. Due process. We need due process. He had due process twice. More due process. We need more due process. Except when it comes to Trump. In that case in New York, he never had due process. He never had equal protection. He never had free speech. He never had anything. Well, he deserved it. He deserved it. And the J6ers, they deserve it. They deserve it. These neo-Nazis, they deserve it. And what about Elon Musk? He deserves it. Get him, get his car, destroy him. A due process for the wife beater. He had it twice. No, it doesn't count. There was a technical problem. Oy, oy, oy. If my father and mother were alive today and they saw, they wouldn't believe this. They wouldn't believe this. What's happening to this country? Here we have the senior crime and justice correspondent for CNN. Oh, you'll be shocked. I mean it seriously, what she has to say about this judge who was arrested for committing an offense, a vile, unbelievable offense, in the light of day, in front of like 25 witnesses.
Well, that wasn't a drink.
Yes, what was it? Jose, come with me, and you're a lawyer too. You're a lawyer, slip and fall. You come with us too. We're going to go out the back door here. We're going to go through the jury room. I'm going to send you outside. Make a run for it. That's what she did. That's what she did over there at NBC and MSNBC. We've never seen anything like this. A judge to be arrested for something like this. I mean, that's
tiny turd.
With immigration.
Tiny turds. Morons. Here's a picture of Billy Hayden eating a turd.
Poland. Where are they getting all these people from, Rich? Where are they getting all these people from? They going to Ed's law school? I mean, where are they finding these people? But anyway, you'll be surprised at this one. Cut 8, go.
We have reached out to the Milwaukee County Circuit Court, which is where the judge sits, Judge Hannah Dugan. They have not responded yet. And there isn't any publicly available information in the court record about this, but it would be a startling development if this judge was arrested as she was working on the bench as a judge handling an immigration case or a case of a person that ICE was also interested in. Wolf?
Yeah, very dramatic and significant indeed.
That Wolf Blitzer, he's a Sharpie, isn't he? What? Oh, yeah, very dramatic and significant. Anyway, good job there, Caitlin Polance. Another moron. Probably graduated at the bottom of her law school, or depending on the law school, maybe at the top. Yes, it would be startling development if this judge was arrested.
I have a guest wrench tonight.
One of the 7 people watching CNN. You don't know what the hell's going on. It would be startling development if this judge was arrested as she was working on the bench as a judge handling an immigration case, or a case of a person that ICE was also interested in. Handling an immigration case, she told him to make a run for it, and she told him how to make a run for it. You idiot. You idiot. Oh, my Lord. It's incredible. It's incredible what we've become. Not you and me, them. And they control the culture. They control the culture. First Amendment speech now at Harvard is chasing Jewish people down the street. Oh, who knew? What if they're chasing black people down the street? Is it still the First Amendment? No, not at all. That's wrong. What if they're chasing gay people down? No, that's wrong. What if they're chasing anybody else down there? That's wrong. But these are Jews. Come on now. That's free speech, right, Candace? Right, Candace?
Dramatic and significant indeed.
God help us. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin. News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news. These days, when it comes to news, the World Wide Web is more like the Wild Wild West.
It makes you want to throw something, doesn't it?
So where can you go to make sense of your world online? Depend on WMAL.com. Get the day's top stories, stream your favorite WMAL shows, access our podcast archives, and more.
Awesome, hilarious, entertaining, educational.
For a local news source you can trust, visit WMAL.com. Making sense of your world online.
Traffic is slow in the 3rd Street Tunnel northbound between D Street and New York Avenue and southbound is slow from D Street heading towards the freeway. You will still find delays on the freeway between the 14th Street Bridge and the 3rd Street Tunnel heading eastbound. Westbound of it slow from Main Avenue headed to the 14th Street Bridge. And still some slowing on 395 northbound from 110 to the 14th Street Bridge. On 95 southbound, you will find delays from Springfield towards Woodbridge, and northbound just minor delays from Lorton headed towards the Franconia Springfield Parkway. In Prince George's County, Brandywine Road is closed in both directions at Crane Highway due to police activity. Now from GarageDroidPair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
Tonight, scattered showers with a thunderstorm possible. Lows around 65. Tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms likely. Highs around 82.
A Better Life with Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
Not exactly sure where this misconception came from, but vitamin D and calcium, while important for overall health, do not necessarily reduce the risk of falls or fractures in generally healthy older adults. That's according to a new draft recommendation by the U.S. Preventive Services Task Force. That's an independent panel of experts that systematically reviews the evidence of effectiveness and develops recommendations. So, how can you reduce your risk of a fall? Well, get screened for osteoporosis, especially women 65 and older. You should also really focus on strength training exercises, like lifting weights or using resistance bands, something to aim to improve your balance with exercises like yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi. And just as important, don't forget to get your vision and your hearing checked every year. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
Your phone has a lot of apps, but how many of them help you make sense of your world? The new WMAL app gives you the latest headlines, perspective from the voices you trust, and weather info to keep you in the know, all without having to remember yet another password.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Stream your favorite shows, get the day's top headlines, and access our podcast archives, all with the new WMAL app.
Thank you.
Get the WMAL app today on Google Play or the Apple App Store, and stay connected.
Seems everything costs more these days. Gas, groceries, and when's the last time you checked your wireless bill? When it comes to big wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get your second month free for a limited time. You'll get the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill. Plans start at just $20 a month. Here's Veronica and Jackie, real customers.
I didn't know that I could get something for a lot less money that was actually better than who I was with before. Anytime anybody complains about their cell phone bill, we say, you've got to check out Consumer Cellular.
And now for a limited time, new customers can get their second month free when they use promo code SECONDFREE. Just call, click, or bring us your bill and see how much you can save. Because when it comes to big wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit a store near you, or consumercellular.com and use code SECONDFREE to get a free second month. Real people pay to share their opinions, and this ad plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Making sense of your world.
I agree with everything you're saying.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
My heart just breaks for what's going on.
Making sense of the news. WMAL, making sense of the roads, because traffic doesn't always follow the pattern. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
Can I ask you something, Mr. and Mrs. America? How do we ever lose an election? I mean, we should be able to run mannequins, stuffed animals, blow-up dolls. You know what I mean, Democrats. Blow-up dolls. We should be able to run them against the Democrats and win in landslides in congressional districts and Senate races across America. You have to be the most incompetent boob to lose to these people. Don't you, Mr. Producer? Listen to them. Watch this stuff. There's so much low-hanging fruit. There's so much low-hanging fruit. It's like this guy Raskin. Now, I know his district's all Democrat and commie. I got it.
Jamie
But his
Raskin.
appearances are multitudinous, so his stupidity is available everywhere for everybody to see. And not just him. That clown Jasmine, what the hell is her name? I don't even care. Out of Texas. Or the bald one, what's her name? Presley? Araya? Or the whole damn bunch of them. Just do a loop. Play a loop. And can you believe this, Harvey? What's that? They actually arrested a judge in the courthouse. God. He's Hitler. He's got to be Hitler. If he's not Hitler, he's Gorham. Yeah, I've never seen anything like this before. He arrested a judge in the courthouse. How much lower will it get than this? How much worse can it be? Well, she committed a crime in the courthouse. We don't care. As long as it's not Clarence Thomas or this Alito guy. How they slipped through, we'll never know. Arrested him in the courthouse. They literally wanted to arrest Donald Trump and put him in prison in the course of the election. These people who are stunned. They did what? They did what?
Excuse me.
Can I ask you a question, America? Why do these people hold judges up so high? Of course, the ones they hate, they want to throw in a, the El Salvadoran prison. But I'm talking about as a general rule. Why do we hold them up so high? Oh, Your Honor. We should stop with the Your Honor crap. These lower court judges don't deserve, oh, Your Honor. Just talk to them. I have a case. You didn't call me Your Honor. Excuse me. I have a case. Why can't we call them by their names? Mr. Boasberg, Mr. Bozoberg, why can't we call you by your name? Tanya Chunkin? Your Honor. It goes to their head. Oh, Your Honor. That's damn right. It's Your Honor. It's my courthouse right here. I've got the bailiff right here. Guy's about 97 years old, pot belly, snoozing. That's right, I'm the bailiff. Okay, great. Look at the paneling we have. All this beautiful wood panel. They even give me a hammer. I can bang the hammer down. Anytime somebody is troubling me, I can hold them in contempt. Right as I sit there, I can point to them and send them to jail. I'm special. You call me Your Honor.
Yeah, the size of that fucker.
Your dishonor. History, economics, the great work.
There you are, Alpesh. You're the
of
fucking schnauzer on
you. Study these things in school?
You know what?
Well, if you're newly
I'm going to
graduated,
address this right now. Let's address this right now. Since you guys want to talk gutter talk, hey, Alpesh, you couldn't even do one push-up. You could barely hold your weight up when you got into the push-up position. Your ass was stuck so far up in the air, it was like somebody was holding on to your hips, butt fucking you. Now, with the size of those fucking arms and those fingers you got, makes me wonder, you must have a fucking pin dick. That's a good Pin Dick Patel. That's a good name for you. Pin Dick Patel. Yeah, run with it, Randy. You must have a fucking needle dick smaller than a needle. Fucking tiny little bony fingers you got. You out riding a motorcycle? Look like a fucking video game or something to me. Seriously. I'm always using the term limp wrist. It's like you don't even have any wrist. Olive oil arms. Olive oil is actually stronger than you. She was always able to get away from Bluto. Yeah. I mean, look at this. Look at that fucking crook on that nose. Logical fallacy. You can't find a better Jewish looking nose than that right there. That right there. That fucker survived the gas chamber. That motherfucker come walking out all fucking proud. Look at the fucking face on that fucker. You're an ugly motherfucker, Patel. Yeah, Pindick Patel.
Did Israel drag us into war with North Korea when they got nukes? Did Israel drag us into war with Pakistan when they got nukes? How did North Korea get nukes? Does anybody know? I'm going to discuss this at length. I think on my Sunday monologue. You're going to want to hear this, I'm sure. How did they get nukes? 25 years of this. That's how they got
You know,
nukes.
I'm all about nuclear weapons. I fucking rode them motherfuckers.
Negotiating, signing deals.
I fed
more
those
deals,
weapons
then they
and the
violate
fucking
the
engineers.
deals, then they breathe air back into the deals, and then one day they bring out a shining nuclear missile.
Here's my
What the hell
push-up
was that?
right there. Push that.
What the hell was that? You breached the deal. Oh, do tell. Do tell. Pakistanis, same damn thing. Third world. Iran is using North Korea's playbook. That's what they're doing. Can't have Israel dragging us into war. After all, you know, there was 9/11. Well, Israel didn't drag us into 9/11. Well, you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. No, I don't know what you mean.
Oh, it took.
Speech at Harvard.
It fucking took.
Right, Candace? I don't know. I always turn to her when I really want to know the truth. I'll be right back.
Making sense of your world.
I agree with you 100%.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
There's a lot of us out there
making sense of the news. Making sense of the border.
Homeland security is right there at the tippy top of American concerns.
WMAL's Vince Colonnades. Weekdays at noon.
You've got to be tough.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news.
Every 15 seconds, someone is diagnosed with cancer. If it's happened to you or someone you love, the American Cancer Society can help at every step of the journey. Visit cancer.org today.
No, you don't need to buy oversized pants if you want to earn more money. Just listen to Bigger Pockets.
It's really just kind of a little bit of a cheat code.
The money-making podcast that has something for everyone. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Your phone has a lot of apps, but how many of them help you make sense of your world?
No, I'm not. I'm the content of YouTube.
Perspective from the voices you trust and weather info to keep you in the know.
Yeah, people making action figures and naming streams after me and constantly trolling me and, you know, trying to stir the pot. You know, they think they're a cook or some shit. Right? Hey, if there wasn't something here, you guys would totally ignore me. You wouldn't come in here. Oh, we're all laughing. That means you're watching then. Obviously, whether you like me or not. You can't all hate me. It's impossible for everybody in these chats to hate me. Why would they? I don't do anything to other people. They're not. You know, they might fuck with me and shit. You know, respond to other people, but right there. That's the fucking laughing stock of fucking YouTube right there. One of them.
Vince Colonnades. Weekdays at noon.
Now that should give you a lot of cause for hope.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news. WMAL FM, Woodbridge, Washington.
Pindick Patel. That motherfucker guy, skinny little dick. He thought he was going to meet Zenny and Wolfie. Zenny don't want to meet you. She don't want nothing to do with you. Alpesh. Hey, we have a Patel working for the government, but he's not like you. He's a lot better person. His first name is Cash with a K.
He says the laws are meant to protect children and the need to address the issue.
I look at that fucking face.
Warns that the DOJ has the authority to enforce federal law, even though the sale of medical marijuana is legal under
bragging it. Yeah, oh, you guys watch me have whores. I'm a prostitute.
law enforcement. And if they have
all I get, that prostitute must have giggled like a motherfucker. She sees your little fucking needle dick. Pindick Patel. Pindick. Pindick Prick. AKA Prick Patel. Yeah.
Because, he says, Judge Hannah Dugan's arrest will
drive away people from participating in what are legitimate courthouse activities.
Attorney General Pam Bondi says the arrests was made during a hearing.
Show yourself. Let's see what's wrong with you. I'm sure you're missing a tooth or something yourself.
Enforcement officers at risk. She put the lives of citizens at risk. A street chase, which is absurd that had to happen.
Bondi on Fox News. The 4 alleged ringleaders of a sham.
The judge ordering the sheriffs and then to let those people go, and there's ICE out there ready to arrest them, and they.
Visa and marriage fraud. Special agent in charge of Homeland Security investigations in Maryland, Michael McCarthy, says the New Yorkers recruited U.S. citizens to marry foreign nationals so they could get visas.
These individuals weren't just coordinating marriages. They were profiting significantly, charging foreign nationals anywhere between $20,000 and $40,000 per arranged union, and generating an
It's not working.
$4 million in illicit proceeds.
It isn't.
Because they arranged more than 100
I don't care.
marriages.
That's between you and Daughter Truth.
Sector jobs comes a dip in employment confidence from Amazon on the HQ2 front.
The deal to land Amazon's headquarters in Crystal City struck.
I got a feeling the cat is out there.
25,000 jobs by 2030 or 2038. According to a Washington Post report, while 7,000 positions have been added, the company's latest application to Virginia seeking tax breaks described confidence in reaching the initial job goal as quote-unquote moderate. That's a drop from high confidence used by Amazon on previous reports. There have been community and
there's a mosquito in my window.
Employment numbers are still short of the expected capacity for HQ2, and another portion of the campus is yet to break ground. Scott Lynn on WMAL and WMAL.com.
A 45-year-old Stafford County dad's facing all kinds of charges, accused of setting some very bad examples for his son.
The dad, who's not being named to protect his son's identity, is accused of challenging the 15-year-old to a drag race. Dad in a Porsche, Junior in a Mustang. The teen apparently lost control and crashed into a utility pole, knocking out...
All you do is plagiarize. Everything I say, you guys repeat. Oh, Billy, you're laughing stock. Oh, they're all laughing. Yeah. There's a lot of people I see out there not saying anything about me.
With racing, child neglect, and a slew of other charges. He's being held without bond. The teen will be charged as well. John Matthews on WMAL and WMAL.com.
Traffic and weather next.
When you're in HR, it can feel like nothing is easy. From payroll to PTO, from onboarding to benefits, and everything in between. It's a constant juggle of tasks, systems, and spreadsheets. But your HR software? That's the easy part. Meet Bamboo HR.
Probably.
Trusted by over 34,000 companies. It handles all your HR tasks, payroll, benefits, and time tracking. So your team and your company can grow as fast as, well, Bamboo. And Bamboo HR software is actually easy to use. One simple system that pulls.
There's one mourning dove out there that's really attached to me.
Scattered systems and wasted hours tasks that should only take minutes. Because when HR is easier, you can focus on what matters most: your people. HR is hard. Bamboo HR is easy. Ready to simplify all your HR tasks?
I moved in here in 2020. That's how long I've been. Just before that, early. Actually, like late 2019.
Terms and conditions apply. Hey, weekend warriors, how's a little trail therapy sound right now? Hop in. Let's go for a ride in the all-new Nissan Armada Pro 4X. Tune out all those work emails.
I've spent a small fortune on birdseed.
Instead of letting the kids play online, show them some epic inclines. Turn your 8-person family dinner into an exhilarating off-road adventure. The all-new Nissan Armada is here. Intelligent four-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions.
Here's Michelle Murray in the Hadid Perfect Cleaning Traffic Center.
Slow traffic on the BW Parkway on and off northbound between 450 and 197, southbound and slow from 198 to Powder Mill Road. In Brandywine, watch out for police activity north and southbound on Brandywine Road at Crane Highway. 2 left lanes are blocked in each direction. In Bowie, there is a crash reported on Campus Way at St. Joseph's Drive. Still some delays on the Beltway Inner Loop between 123 and the Spur and between 270 and Georgia Avenue. Outer Loop is heavy from Van Dorn Street to the Wilson Bridge. And in McLean, reports of a disabled now on the Outer Loop after the Georgetown Pike in the right lane. That has traffic jam from River Road. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
Chance for some wet weather this evening. Some showers and isolated thunderstorms will overspread the area. Temperature somewhere between.
Don't be offended. I'm not supposed to be.
You're down into the mid 60s. Weather, and then a chance for some scattered thunderstorms during the
JC wants to run her mouth and other people repeat what she says. You know, there you go. Shouldn't have said it in the fucking first place. Lying about me. Yeah, JC. You want to say I punched my mother in the mouth and then you told him that, oh, you kicked her in the gut? As soon as I answered you guys' question about my ex-wife, you guys fucking will never know. If she's watching this, she'd be laughing at you dumb fucks. She would be. Yeah. Especially you, Charlie. Oh, if I wasn't using your mother. Another one who wished death on me a long time ago and still does. So, fuck you, Charlie. I really don't like you, Charlie.
Actually do support it with technical knowledge.
You're an ignorant fucker.
Now, come on, Mark. That's enough. You gonna drag us into a war? Oh, yeah. I'll drag us into a war. Mm-hmm.
Is the picture big enough?
You know, it's not good
That's a
enough.
pretty good sized picture.
Say one day I told you so. Why don't I make a prediction to you? No matter what's negotiated, if it's the greatest deal that we've ever seen, and I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that looks like because these are terrorists and they don't abide by deals. But let's say this. Donald Trump's not going to be president forever. He's got 4 years, regardless of what all the lunatics say about a third term. And he's obviously having a grand old time with the left. And hey, did you see? Trump's selling clothing with 2028 Trump. My God, he's a dictator. You morons. But that aside, you think they're going to honor it? And why do you think they're going to honor it? Mr. Cole Screener, one line open, just one line for the kooks.
There ain't no emphysema here.
Tell me why Iran will honor any deal.
Charlie smokes cigarettes. He does. He's got the smoker
talk. The question, if you can, why would Iran honor any deal? I can tell you so far they haven't honored anything.
Wiggins said something about kicking me in the face. The fucker can barely get off that new couch he bought. Yeah, I made him buy a new couch. Everybody was picking on him about the fucking flea-infested couch he has.
Nuclear power to heat their homes in the desert.
Go ahead and make fun of me buying something from Rent-A-Center, dumb fuckers.
Not in those words. Look, they have a right to domestic nuclear power. I don't know. Are we negotiating with other countries that have domestic nuclear power? No, not one. Why? Because they're not making nukes to aim at us. That's why. And Iran is. How stupid do people think we are? Yes. This will be different.
Well, it's not hard to figure out who goes after her about her teeth and her wart and all that.
Whatever so-called deal they may come up with will require the Islamo Nazi regime in Iran to dismantle its nuclear program. Why wouldn't I believe that? He said they shouldn't get any nukes. That's where my head is. But there are people around him, the Lilliputians, whispering, no, you can't do this. Can't do this. I wonder how many people on radio and TV who spew stupid stuff are getting money from one of these entities. I'm just wondering, don't you wonder?
You better invent teleport. You ain't getting shit. The best you can get is just to be logged in here.
Or family members or friends. I'm just wondering because this is what Qatar, Saudi Arabia.
This is submarine technology right here.
In other words, they buy people.
That person got so fucking mad at me in Fox 46 when I did that. This is submarine technology.
I just wonder how many of them are.
Submarines been using satellites from a long time ago.
Some of them are.
Called the towed array. Towed. Towed, as in towing something. Towing a wire.
What a joke.
Patrick.
Judge who blocked Trump from cutting funding to sanctuary cities has deep ties to the Democrat Party. Oh, do tell. Fox. Thank God for Fox.
Oh, you very well could be Will Durant.
In support of former Vice President Kamala
In
Harris.
fact, I wouldn't doubt that's who Daughter Tooth is Will Durant. That's you, boy. That's you sneaky little fucker. Will Durant, I know. I know what you do. I know what Empress does. I know what all you little fuckers do.
Well, who's going to stop them? An Obama-appointed federal judge in California who issued a ruling blocking the Trump administration from cutting funding to sanctuary cities has deep financial ties to the Democratic Party, records indicate. I want to thank Peter Pinedo at Fox for reporting this. I'm sure it'll be all over MSLSD and the Constipated News Network on the front pages of the New York. No. Pete Hegseth. Is he wearing makeup? Oh, my God. Above the fold. They're running with stories about Pete Hegseth. They never ran with stories about the Holocaust. They're the New York Times, America. It's the New York Times. Judge William Orrick, O-R-R-I-C-K, of the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of California, issued a ruling yesterday that said President Trump's executive orders against sanctuary cities are unconstitutional. You're unconstitutional, you jerk. Your very existence. Let me go on.
I feel like Kittle's rocking back and forth.
Trump's orders instructing Attorney General Bondi and the Department of Homeland Security to withhold federal funds from sanctuary cities and counties that do not cooperate with federal immigration law would violate the Constitution's separation of powers principles and the spending clause, as well as the 5th and 10th Amendments. No, they don't. How would it violate the 10th Amendment? They're getting federal monies. How would it violate the 5th Amendment? What is he talking about? Due process? And how does it violate the spending clause? When the President of the United States is telling those who receive funds that you are not free to defy federal policy.
If I could change that name again on that or not. Oh, fuck it.
This is such a politically fraudulent opinion by this schmuck. Your Honor. Your Honor. The judge says Trump's orders titled Protecting the American People Against Invasion and Ending Taxpayer Subsidization of Open Borders are unconstitutionally vague. He's throwing every label, every tagline, every shibboleth. Ooh. Is that one of the banned words, Mr. Producer? At the wall. Oh, it's vague. It violates due process. It's, violates separation of powers. It's a violate. Come on, my first-year law clerk. Tell me, didn't you learn about this in school? Tell us something. Yes, Your Honor. Try I don't know. Just keep throwing it at the wall. Orrick wrote that the threat to withhold funding causes them irreparable injury in the form of budgetary uncertainty, deprivation of constitutional rights, and undermining trust between cities and counties and the communities they serve. That's a good one right there. That's a big one. According to donation records stored in the Federal Election Commission database, Orrick, who was nominated by Obama in 2012, was donated $113,600 to Democratic candidates throughout the years. He shouldn't be donating anything to anybody. Republicans or Democrats. You're a judge. Look at me. I have a robe. Democrats that Orrick has donated to include Obama, John Kerry, Hillary Rotten Clinton, B.J. Bill Clinton, and Dianne Feinstein, rest her soul. Orrick made 2 donations to the Obama.
Whatever that means, the next Patrick Rowe. What the fuck is Patrick Rowe? All he does is sit in a recliner and drink beer. Fucking shakes a back scratcher at the camera. Claims he's going to give people knuckle sandwiches.
Hey, he must be a man.
Come on up, give me a knuckle sandwich there, you fucker.
Made a $3,000 donation to the Democratic Congressional.
It'll be the battle of the back scratchers.
$2,000 donation to the Iowa Democratic Party, guys in California. And besides his financial donations, a Senate Judiciary Committee questionnaire.
It's brand new. I just bought it yesterday.
Co-chair the Bay Area lawyer.
They got him right up here at the hardware store.
as well as the Bay Area, excuse me, to elect Barack Milhouse Benito Obama. People say, why do you call him that? Well, he doesn't want us to use his middle name, Hussein. He's embarrassed. So I gave him middle names. I gave him Richard Nixon's middle name, Milhouse. And he helped get the trains to run on time, I understand. But when he used that line, hey, I have a pencil. What did he say? A pen and a cell phone. I said, well, that's very fascistic. So it is Barack, Milhouse, Benito Mussolini, Obama. No offense, no Hussein. 2009, this judge introduced then California DA candidate Harris at a campaign fundraiser in San Francisco. He's also stumped for Obama and carried several events. Now, he did a lot of this before he was a judge, okay? But their point is clear. This isn't like some judicial scholar. Wow, this guy's smart.
Just says cancer and reproductive harm.
Democrat Party thug, and there he is. And the phrases that he's throwing around in this opinion are so ridiculous and so outrageous. The Democrats have been using funds forever to force schools
make a good
to do
drumstick,
things, to force localities to do certain things, to force states to do certain things when it comes to the environment and so forth and so on. So here's Trump saying,
I'll end up breaking this motherfucker.
You don't have a right to say, I'm not enforcing federal law. Oh, look at this, the judge says. That violates this, and it violates
Inchworm.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Zero.
Look at the face on that fucker.
Injunction. Even though
he wants to fucking talk about other people
from
out
San
here.
Francisco. He puts in place a national injunction. I can't believe they arrested that judge in the courtroom there. We've never seen anything like that. No. Can you imagine being in that courtroom and watching this judge escort the illegal alien, who's a violent illegal alien, and his lawyer through a door, and you're like, what's going on? And then you learn soon thereafter that this judge, that she brought them through the jury door that goes outside, that's not a public door, and they made a run for it. And CNN is concerned that the judge was arrested in the courtroom. Where should she be arrested? Better not be in a church. Oh, okay. Better not be in a courtroom. Okay. Don't grab her off the streets. Okay, take her off the streets. Now. Don't go to her house. This is what we're dealing with. Insanity. I'll be right back.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
No.
Sense of the news.
Hey, weekend warriors, how's a little trail therapy sound right now? Hop in. Let's go for a ride in the all-new Nissan Armada Pro 4X. Tune out all those work emails. Turn up that twin-turbo V6 engine. Instead of letting the kids play online, show them some epic inclines. Turn your 8-person family dinner into an exhilarating off-road adventure. The all-new Nissan Armada is here. Intelligent four-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions.
When you're in HR, it can feel like nothing is easy. From payroll to PTO, from onboarding to benefits, and everything in between. It's a constant juggle of tasks, systems, and spreadsheets. But your HR software? That's the easy part. Meet Bamboo HR. Trusted by over 34,000 companies. It handles all your HR tasks, payroll, benefits, and time tracking. So your team and your company can grow as fast as, well, Bamboo. And Bamboo HR software is actually easy to use. One simple system that pulls all your people data together in one place. So you can ditch scattered systems and wasted hours on tasks that should...
That is one scary looking fucker right there.
Easier, you can focus on what matters most. Your people. HR is hard. Bamboo HR is easy. Ready to simplify all your HR tasks?
That has disease written all over it.
When you complete a free demo at bamboohr.com/gift card. Again, that's bamboo.
That's like one giant bacteria.
Terms and conditions apply. Every 15
Bacterium.
seconds, someone is diagnosed with cancer. If it's happened to you or someone you love, the American Cancer Society can help at every step of the journey.
Are you live,
Visit cancer.org
Alpesh?
today.
I'm not looking in Vegas chat.
Birthday candles should.
I'm not looking at any other chat. I'm just looking at mine and listening to this.
Short of breath. Early diagnosis and treatment can add years to your life. If you have symptoms like wheezing or chronic cough, talk to your doctor and visit copdfoundation.org today.
We're with Bridget, whose husband won't
How
be
about
home
you,
for
Colin?
months,
See?
and whose daughter
You want me to take my flag down and prove to you I don't have
We're with
holes
all
in the
service
wall?
members and their families. Are you with them? Learn more at uso.org today. Happy kids heal faster. That's why Starlight Children's Foundation delivers happiness through gaming, toy deliveries, and more to hospitals across the country. Learn more at Starlight.
You know Patrick Rowe?
Illuminating the issues
There's a whole lot missing here in this story, isn't there?
every day.
Why are we the only ones reporting this?
I don't believe you don't use other accounts. I have no doubt you have other accounts that you
I have
use.
some place now. Those cheaply made flags from places like China that easily tatter, that are sold by the big box stores. Well, you don't want those, do you? Yet another reason you should be buying your American flag from Allegiance.
And then you block
Flag
me and you
Supply.
talk
You know
about me
whose
in Vegas
prices aren't
chat.
going to increase? Allegiance, because they source 100% of
Then
the
Wigan
material
says
from
I
these
cry
beautifully
because people
handcrafted
block me.
American
No,
flags right
I'm just
here
letting it
in
know
the
that they
USA.
blocked me.
White ash poles from Vermont. Heavy
Not
duty
complaining that they
brackets
block
made
you.
in
You think I give a
Pennsylvania.
fuck
And
if they
each
block me?
flag is hand sewn right in Charleston, South Carolina. Show your support for American workers like I do with an American flag from Allegiance Flag Supply. Go to showallegiance.com. Do this today. Use promo code Levin. Showallegiance.com. Promo code LEVIN. You'll also get free shipping right now. That's showallegiance.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping Alicia from coming up here and taking me
Get a real
one-on-one.
American flag.
In fact, I think she owes me it.
By Americans for Americans.
I think she does. I think you do, Alicia. You never showed me the courtesy. You should come up here and talk to me. Yeah,
Making sense of the news.
that's what I think.
Know the news the minute you wake up. O'Connor and Company with Larry O'Connor, 5 to 9 a.m. on WMAL.
Oh, good chunk of next week I won't be here, Mr. Producer. Should I tell America why? I'm traveling to the Holy Land to conspire to drag America into the war. Did you know that, Mr. Producer? No, really. I'm going to find the drums so we can do the drums of war.
One more.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go to the Holy Land and I'm going to drag the United States into a war. Being Jewish and all. Neocon. What I'm going to do. Oh, yes. And a warmonger. Oh, yes. So I will conspire against my own country, because that's what we Jews do, you know. Oh, yeah. That's right. We don't really love our country, America. I'm so sick of this, you have no idea. And the people saying it are such punks. Nobody ever comes up to my face and says anything of that sort. But you know me, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to drag us into a war with Iran. Yes. Because that's what we do behind this microphone for 25 years. That's why the audience is so massive, because we drag people into war. That's what we do here. There's not a bigger voice for this country. There's not a bigger voice for Christianity. There's not a bigger voice for patriotism, a bigger voice for people of goodwill than my voice behind this microphone. Not the newbies and the influencers and all the other grifters.
They did shows on this, right? That right there entertained Alicia. They made fun of my fly swatter. I bet you if you could go into everybody's home that buys fly swatters, they're gonna find it. If they have flies, their fly swatter is gonna be beat up. All right, she eat a banana. All right, so they got all their fucking minions. Right, Jar Wiggin feeds JC and all that. They just fucking carry it out. Everything I do, this fucking guy right there copies. Especially when I started calling Alicia, passed around. You wanted Wiggin to be mad at me. Oh, yeah, fucking racist. Now he's doing it again. You called the fucking cops in the village, boy. You call yourself an OG. Does that mean old gangster or what the fuck? Everybody has flies in their house. That's why it's called common house fly. We die without flies. We get a bacteria infection and we'd be dead. They eat all the microorganisms that would hurt us. Dumb fuck. I used to know a joke. It's a shoe fly joke. A fucking Amish joke where fly is always flying around a guy's head because it's a horse's ass. Or a cow's ass. But Alicia, right? You still intrigued by this thing? Uh-huh. Fucking bends every time I use it. You can't find it fucking the cheap. Fly strips work if you got flies bad enough.
And it was 1981 under Begin. They knocked out another one in Syria in 2007 without our help. They came under withering criticism by our government.
Yeah, Israel's knocked out fucking shit in Iran before.
Including in 81 by Reagan. And Reagan later said he was wrong. They were right. They didn't ask for our help. They didn't drag us into a war. Not dragging us into a war now. They want to take out the nuclear sites. Well, no. You need our permission. We negotiated.
Well, Israel is a sovereign nation. They should be able to do what they feel is right.
Democrat presidents, Republicans again, Democrats again.
If it's wrong, then they'll suffer the consequences.
Agreement after agreement after agreement. And for years, we even subsidized that country so it could feed its people. And all the time, it was building a nuclear weapons program. And now it's got dozens of nuclear weapons. No big deal, right? We're 0 for 2. We failed when it came to North Korea, and we failed when it came for Pakistan. The Israelis are 2 for 2. They took out the plants in Iraq, and they took out the plants in Syria. Actually, we might be able to learn a little something from them. I'll be right back.
Roll a joint. Plug this phone in.
You heard the news.
Plug my laptop.
Newsmax just went public on the New York Stock Exchange and listed on the big board. Millions of Americans like you are joining our news revolution. Reuters Institute says Newsmax is one of the top 12 news brands in America. Even President Trump says it's terrific. 40 million Americans go to Newsmax, and its audience grew 50% since the same time last year. Millions really are making the switch to Newsmax. If you want to be a Newsmax share owner, call your advisor or get more info at newsmaxinvest.com. Stand with Newsmax today for a strong America. This communication is for informational purposes only and shall not be intended to or shall not constitute any offer to buy or sell securities, nor shall there be any sale of securities in any jurisdiction in which such offer, solicitation, or sale would be unlawful.
This WMAL traffic update begins with a disabled vehicle reportedly this hour dealing with outer loop delays with right lane blockage in McLean's, Fairfax County, just after Georgetown Pikes exit 44, adding an additional 15 minutes to that outer loop traffic ride. Residual delays as far back as the 270 spur with that overflow. That is according to VDOT. Outer loop traffic also jammed in Alexandria between Van Dorn Street and the Woodrow Wilson Memorial Bridge. I'm Dr. Gavin Montgomery. Now, from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Storm Watch 7 forecast.
Tonight, scattered showers with a thunderstorm possible. Lows around 65. Tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms likely. Highs around 82.
Why did I wait so long to see a retina specialist?
Retinal disease can steal your eyesight, but it doesn't have to. Patients who seek care from a retina specialist have the best chance of preventing vision loss due to age-related macular degeneration or diabetic retinopathy. AMD symptoms to look out for are distortion or warping of straight lines, as well as blurred or loss of central vision. Patients with diabetic retinopathy should seek treatment if they notice the appearance of spots or floaters or blurred and distorted vision. Visit seeforalifetime.org.
Making sense of the headlines, making sense of your world. WMAL's Vince Colonnese.
Thank you for all you do on the radio show.
What a nice call. Thank you very much. Weekdays, noon to 3. News Talk 105.9. WMAL. Making sense of the news. For a local news source you can trust, visit WMAL.com.
Thank God for that.
Get the day's top stories, stream your favorite WMAL shows, access our podcast archives, and more. WMAL.com. Making sense of your world online.
Bravo TV star Lala Kent holds nothing back.
There's been so many times where I'm like, I apologize that I said that, but that wasn't meant for you to hear.
Feel you there.
How fun would it be to bring in some Bravo celebrities and make our own bracket?
Iconic.
All right, I'll take Dorinda, you take Sonia.
Sonia is who I wish I could be.
You and me both. I cannot be someone in the program. What's PTO?
Paid time off. See,
Oh.
you never had a real job.
Give them Lala.
It is nothing but honesty.
You guys know.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Making sense of your money.
The state of the economy, the ability to afford your life. That's what people want.
WMAL's Vince Colonnese. Weekdays at noon.
The kind of thing I pay attention to, I'm looking at.
News Talk 105.9. WMAL. Making sense of the news. Your phone has a lot of apps, but how many of them help you make sense of your world? The new WMAL app gives you the latest headlines, perspective from the voices you trust, and weather info to keep you in the know, all without having to remember yet another password.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Stream your favorite shows, get the day's top headlines, and access our podcast archives, all with the new WMAL app.
Thank you.
Get the WMAL app today on Google Play or the Apple App Store, and stay connected.
What's up, everyone? It's Trevor Sikkema here from the PFF NFL Show, here to get you ready for the 2025 NFL Draft. We're dropping PFF podcast episodes 3 times a week with the rankings, sleepers, team fits, mock drafts, and more, powered by the same data used by all 32 NFL teams. If you want a deeper insight into this year's class and how it all shapes up on draft day, we've got you covered. Become a smarter draft fan right now on the PFF NFL Podcast. The PFF NFL Podcast, part of the Believe Network. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Bright Focus Foundation's Alzheimer's Disease Research Program is paving the way for a cure. Learn about symptoms, diagnosis, and breakthrough research at brightfocus.org or call us at 1-855-345-6237 for free resources.
Today's students are tomorrow's great thinkers and innovators. But right now, millions of kids don't have the supplies they need. Donor Shoes is a nonprofit that lets you support students and teachers in your community and beyond. Learn more at donorshoes.org.
Making sense of your world.
I can't believe this.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
And I am so with you.
Making sense of the news. WMAL. Making sense of social media. Because big tech can't be trusted. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
This is Radio Free America on the Mark Levin Show. Call now, 877-381-3811.
All right, it be me. I confess. Don't get suckered into the same old free phone game by Big Wireless. Big Wireless, you know, everything's big. Big Pharma, Big Oil, Big Wireless. That would be AT&T, T-Mobile, and the other one, Verizon. Comes with a lot of fine print, like requiring you to sign up for 4 lines plus activation fees. Plus doesn't sound free to me, because it's not. At the end of the day, you've paid for the free phone 3 times over. Holy mackerel. Pure Talk, my sponsor, my wireless company, has a much better offer. With a qualifying plan,
Alpesh.
$35 a month. Hello.
Inchworm.
Brand new Samsung 826.
Huh?
For free. The phone has virtually indestructible Gorilla Glass and captures beautiful wide-angle photos with next-generation camera lenses. That's cool. Yes, we can. All you need to do is switch to Pure Talk. For for just $35 a month. You get unlimited talk, text, 15 gigs a day. Excuse me, I'm choking. Cholera. 15 gigs a day with mobile hotspot, all on one of America's most dependable 5G networks. That's right. Dial pound 250. Say the keyword Mark Levin. That's 250 keyword. And Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team will help you switch in as little as 10 minutes. Folks, I've been talking about them for a long time. Seriously. If you don't have it, you need to get it. And you wish you had it. That's pound 250. Say Mark Levin for your free Samsung Galaxy with qualifying plan from Pure Talk. Wireless by Americans, for Americans. Oh, yeah. By Americans, for Americans. That's what we do here. We warmonger neocons. That's what we do. And the funny thing is, it's the isolationists, the pacifists, the appeasers. They're the ones that get us into wars because the enemy looks and says, wow, they're weak. They're weak. There's a man who's in the House of Representatives whose name is way too long for me to pronounce, and it's almost all consonants, so that makes it complicated. I'm just telling you the truth. I can't pronounce the guy's name. He's Representative Raj. Well, you try. Krishnamurthi. Krishnamurthi, Mr. Producer? Good enough. We call him Raj. Just Raj. By the way, I have a lot of friends named Raj. Raju, Raj. And he was on CNN today. He wants to be a senator, by the way. That's a long bumper sticker. I bet they have to pay extra for these long bumper stickers. Vote for Raj Krishnamurthi, which is fine. Fine.
Probably a Hindu name.
People make fun of my name all the time. Mark. They say, what's with this name, Mark, Mr. Producer? Mark. Nobody calls anybody Mark anymore. Well, that's true. Cut 10, go.
Well, I think that we should continue what the Biden administration did, following up on the first Trump administration with regard to strategic tariffing, where the Chinese practice, for instance, dumping or other tools of economic aggression, where they dump products at prices less than the cost of even producing them. So glass, paper, steel, aluminum, solar panels.
Glass, paper, wait a minute. Isn't that glass, paper, scissors, Mr. Producer? Isn't that a game? What's this guy going to do? List all the products that exist in the world?
Oh, empty child.
Those are areas where I think strategic tariffing.
That's the one that had me blocked. I posted that in
Wiggins'
chat.
Make sure that our companies are able to compete. However, if you impose blanket tariffs on everything, including from everywhere, whether they are friends, partners, or allies, or China, basically what you do is you just increase prices.
This guy is not an economist, not a CPA, not a businessman, but he knows. What Trump's trying to do, across-the-board tariffs, is to get the other countries to open up their markets. It's that simple. I don't like tariffs, but if that's the purpose, then I support what the president's doing. That is, he's trying to create a free market globally, or a more free market globally. He doesn't like tariffs to like tariffs. So this guy's trying, and we got to pinpoint this. Say, you know what? The salami that you're getting from Bulgaria, I understand a tariff on that. Oh, yeah, I got it. Like we're supposed to sit around and have a long list of every product that's ever been produced. You can put it there for now.
We'll watch a fight.
All these leftists, they always have the same thing. We don't disagree necessarily with what they want to do. Cut the bloat in government, fraud. It's the way they do it. It's the way they do it. They don't care about the way it's done. They don't care about any of it. They're just full of crap like this guy. Our friend Raj, who was on CNN today. Raj, by the way, Raj, feel free to call in and help us out so we can better, and I mean to seriously articulate your name, which I'd like to do. Then there's a guy named John Ossoff, Ossoff. He's at a town hall in Marietta, Georgia. This guy is a trust fund baby. His father's worth a fortune. He's a radical left-wing Democrat because he can afford to be. And he's got a new idea, America. Got a very new idea. Cut 11, go.
You keep saying that there isn't a magic button.
Yeah.
And I recognize that you're a senator and not in the House. And everything that Trump is doing is leading us down an authoritative rule. Why are there no...
First of all, I have to laugh as somebody who's actually literate. Did you say an authoritative rule, Mr. Producer? He's leading us down an authoritative. Does she understand authoritative in many respects is a positive word? Like, that guy is an authority on the Constitution. He's authoritative on the Constitution. He is. Oh,
It's exactly what it means,
that guy
too.
over there, very authoritative on the Constitution. She means authoritarian, which has nothing to do with authoritative. Hey, Bay, look. Hey, what do I know? Another liberal dingbat. That's right. He's leading us down an authoritative role. That's good.
They use the words, but they don't know what they mean.
It's George. That's good. Good. Very good. Can we start from the beginning? Cut 11. Go.
You keep saying that there isn't a magic button.
Yeah.
And I recognize that you're a senator and not in the House. And everything that Trump is doing is leading us down an authoritative rule. Why are there no calls for impeachment? This is unacceptable. I will not live in an authoritative country. And neither will
I will not live in an authoritative country. I won't live in an authoritative. And the clapping. She's right. Oh, yes, she's right. We're all illiterate. What about impeachment? I know you're in the Senate. Number one, lady, you mean authoritarian. Number two, the Republicans control the House. Number three, you're right, he's in the Senate. Number four, stick your impeachment. I'm sick of it. Every time they disagree with Trump, we take you, you're doing this, you're doing that. These people running around. They love the Venezuelan gangs, the MS-13 gang. Love them. They love their corrupt judges. They love the open borders. And they love women being sold into slavery and children being sold into slavery. What else explains them? What else? They cannot get away with this any longer. Any longer. They need to be called out directly and in real English. By people who are relatively literate. I will not live in an authoritative society. You got to play this again, Mr. Producer. Please start at the top.
saying that there isn't a magic button.
Yeah.
And I recognize that you're a senator and not in the House. And everything that Trump is doing is leading us down an authoritative rule.
First of all, everything Trump's done, everything. Leading us down an authoritative. First of all, how are you leading us down an authoritative? Let's take the next rule. You're leading us down a rule? Does she mean road, Mr. Producer? Hey, good luck. Go ahead.
Calls for impeachment. This is unacceptable. I will not.
I demand impeachment. I demand it. Authoritative. Able to be trusted as being accurate or true and reliable, Mr. Producer. That's the definition. That's the definition. Definitive, classical, accurate, comprehensive, magisterial. Yes. I'm sick of Trump leading us down an authoritative rule. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. He needs to be impeached. For being authoritative? I don't think that's in the Constitution. High crimes and authoritative. These are the morons that we're dealing with. Absolute morons. Continue, please. Go ahead.
Country, and neither will any of these people. You can do more. Think outside the box.
You can do more. Think outside the box. I insist. Think outside the box. You can do more. So she's attacking authoritarianism, is what she's trying to say.
I'm watching them fight also.
You can do more than's in the Constitution. I mean, my God, the guy's authoritative. You got to stop him. An authoritative rule. They got to think outside the box. Think outside the box. Go ahead.
I will not live like this. My dad is retired full bird Army colonel. My parents are healthcare. I have a son.
Yeah, but that doesn't explain you, does it? Does it? No, it doesn't. Somebody dropped.
Sounds like Shannon. My dad was in the Navy.
Did she say her parents are healthcare? Did she say that too?
That's what it sounded like.
Go ahead.
Kids that attend Title I school. Do you think that there's nothing can be done? No. Do something more. I like you and I will vote for you if you are brave and you do what we need.
Ah, shut up and sit down, you idiot. Shut up and sit down. You haven't even lived a life yet. You want everybody, impeach him, get rid of him. I don't like him. He's authoritative. Authoritative rule. And my parents are healthcare. Come on, you got to do this. I insist on it. I really did. Shut up and sit down.
Full bird colonel.
Oy, oy, oy. Oh, she is a future. Oh, yeah.
I love the military, but some of those
Cory
kids
Booker or
are
something like
absolute
that.
fucking
Oh, yeah, she'd fit right in.
weirdos.
Today's unpredictable world, Byrna, B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna. Byrna offers a smarter, safer way to protect yourself. That's right. Trusted by over 500 government agencies, the Byrna less lethal pistol launcher, just like a pistol, the way you hold it, is designed to incapacitate.
Pierre Rodriguez and the Korean Zombie.
Giving you time to escape or get help. Take Lauren's story.
This is UFC.
Confronted by an aggressive man who got in his face, wouldn't back down despite attempts by Lauren to de-escalate. Lauren was thankful for his burn. One shot incapacitated the attacker, allowing police to intervene without anyone suffering irreparable harm. That's our Byrna. Byrna is legal across all 50 states. Hello? Requires no background checks. Hello? Ships right to your door. Proudly assembled in America, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Over 5
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
have been sold, America. 2 of them to me. That's right. So for you, my listeners, get 10% off at Byrna.com/Levin. That's BYRNA.com/Levin. BYRNA.com/Levin. Protect yourself and your family the smart way with Byrna. Must be 18. Again, go to BYRNA.com/LEVIN. Byrna.com/Levin. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
News Talk. Making sense of the news. Your phone has a lot of apps, but how many of them help you make sense of your world? The new WMAL app gives you the latest.
That's quite a picture.
From the voices you trust and weather info.
The size of that fucking thing.
All without having to remember yet another password.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Stream your favorite shows, get the day's top headlines, and access our podcast archives, all with the new WMAL app.
Thank you.
Get the WMAL app today on Google Play or the Apple App Store, and stay connected.
This is my new best friend, Esther. She might look like any normal, playful puppy, but Esther's being raised to become a canine companions for independence assistance dog for a person with a disability. To get there, she needs lots of loving care and attention, plenty of exercise, and good eating habits so that she can live a long and healthy life for her future family. Visit cci.org or call 1-800-572-BARK. Raise a puppy, change a life. You can make a world of difference in the life of a person with a disability.
Happy kids heal faster. That's why Starlight Children's Foundation delivers happiness through gaming, toy deliveries, and more to hospitals across the country. Learn more at starlight.org.
Green light.
Oh.
Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza?
What is he doing?
How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Vince Gallane's host of The Vince Show and Vince Podcast. It's a show with an obsessive focus on what's good for America. I'll give you the truth beneath the headlines of all of the...
Sorry about this, but I have to tonight. You deserve it, there, inchworm. Fucking puny little fuck.
The Vince Show and Vince Podcast.
WMAL's Vince Colonnades, weekdays at noon. News Talk 105.9. WMAL. Making sense.
You're an ignorant motherfucker there, Alpesh.
Homeland Security is right there at the tippy top of America.
Zenny, you should be ashamed of this motherfucker right here.
Weekdays at noon. You've got to be tough. News Talk
Seriously.
105.9. WMAL. Making sense of the news.
The Sean Ryan Show peak points. Get timeless inspiration from the very
Wiggin
best
was
of the
complaining
Sean
the
Ryan
other
Show.
night about him. All right, we supposedly made peace, and then he does his shit and everything. It's just
How long did it take you?
so it's no holds barred,
But I realized my experiences.
and that's a dumb motherfucker right there.
Yourself are considered
That's a chicken shit.
The Sean Ryan Show peak points. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
What the hell you talking about riding
Israel
some
is still under
motorcycle?
threat of attack every day.
You ain't got no fucking driver's license. You're like that Mark Gibbs. That fucker is riding around over there. Not supposed to be driving. Had an accident. Drunk.
It's a very real, every single day event. Please join me. Show the people of Israel. You'll help protect them in this time of attack and uncertainty. One of the best ways to do this is by supporting the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews. Your gift, tax deductible, helps provide security essentials like bomb shelters, flak jackets, bulletproof vests, and so much more. It's a war scene. There's no better time to give than right now, after the Passover holiday, which celebrates Israel's historic deliverance and freedom. Give a tax-deductible gift, folks, to the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews. Do it today. Help protect the people in the Holy Land. Call 844-866-IFCJ. 844-866-IFCJ. 844-866-IFCJ.
Making sense of your world.
Talk radio is where I get all of my information.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news. WMAL. Making sense of mainstream media, because the double standard is real. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, there are many ways to listen to this program, mostly with your ears, but you know what I mean. Many ways to listen to the program. We have our wonderful affiliates, AM and FM, all across the country, in every corner of the country. We also can, on our platform, our podcast platform, you can listen as well. You can listen to us on our YouTube channel. You can listen to us on our wonderful Sirius XM satellite. You can listen to us on Mark Levin app, iHeartRadio app. In fact, if you put on a tin hat, you can hear us too. Can't you, Mr. Producer? Mr. Producer does this every night. Anyway, seriously, go to marklevinshow.com, click on Audio Rewind, select your favorite platform. Don't miss a minute of this show, let alone an hour. Or search Mark Levin Show on your favorite podcast platform. That's what I recommend. You know your favorite podcast platform. Search Mark Levin Show. You can also find us, the full program, as well as interviews and specials on YouTube, our own YouTube channel. You go to youtube.com and Mark Levin Show, or better yet, just search Mark Levin Show on YouTube. It's that simple. We're everywhere. You know, some hosts and people are everywhere like a bad rash. We're not a bad rash. No. But we are everywhere, pretty much everywhere. That's right. By the way, there's John Asaf, the trust baby, the radical left-wing Marxist trust baby. Cracks me up. You know, Marx, his father was a wealthy lawyer. And his father would help him pay for his rent because, you know, spewing communism back then, which was kind of a new idea, didn't really pay the rent. It's the system they're screwing. The system's screwing me. Look at me. I'm writing this great stuff about communism. Look at, and nobody will pay me. Damn capitalists. Anyway, so his father was a lawyer who subsidized him. Much like Asaf. You know, there's a lot of names I can think of to maybe not rhyme, but come pretty close with Asaf, Mr. Producer, but I best not use them here.
Wow.
Eric Swalwell. You remember him. Who was he with? Fung Fung? What was the woman's name?
Watching this Rodriguez and Korean zombie fight. Wow.
This guy still shows his face. He should be walking around Congress, if he's walking around Congress at all, with a bag over his head. I don't mean a baggie. I mean a paper bag.
You didn't get shit.
I bumped into him about a year ago in Congress when I was going to watch a speech, I forget. And his eyes almost popped out of his head, Mr. Producer. Like, uh-oh. You know, 5-day growth on his face. He's much shorter than I thought. But then again, everybody.
I got like a 5-month growth.
Oh, you're taller than I thought. I know, because when I'm on TV, I'm sitting on my ass. You know, I'm not standing up. Do you think I'm taller than most people think, Mr. Producer? I'm not that tall. I'm 6 feet tall. What do they think? I'm 5'8"? Anyway, here's Swalwell.
I'm 5'8".
I can't even get it out of my throat. Swalwell at town hall today. Cut 13, go.
On Pete Hegseth. Well, we made everyone RSVP to
All right, shut up. That's good enough. Now, he's got a real diverse audience there. They mention Pete Hegseth, then they start laughing. Pete Hegseth is a wonderful man. He's a wonderful Secretary of Defense. What you see happening right now are two things. Number one, the entrenched bureaucracy of the Defense Department is trying to take him out. Number two, the isolationists, these Soros, Koch crowd, trying to take him down too, the way they tried to take down Mike Waltz. They wanted to take down Waltz. They wanted to take down Hegseth. No question about it. Hegseth should stay exactly where he is. The president says he backs him 100%. Keep doing your thing, Pete. We'll be right back.
Making sense of your world.
Thank you for your full insight.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
This is a major wake-up call.
Making sense of the news.
What's up, everyone? It's Trevor Sikkema here from the PFF NFL Show, here to get you ready for the 2025 NFL Draft. We're dropping PFF.
There's a guy that skateboards up and down here. I'm waiting for that fucker to come off that fucker.
Powered by the same data used by all 32 NFL teams. If you want a deeper insight into this year's class and how it all shapes up on draft day, we've got you covered. Become a smarter draft fan right now on the PFF NFL Podcast. The PFF NFL Podcast, part of the Believe Network. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
I was never a fan of the skateboard.
Great thinkers and innovators. But right now, millions of kids don't have the supplies they need. Donor Shoes is a nonprofit that lets you support students and teachers in your community and beyond. Learn more at donorshoes.org.
Why did I wait so long to see a retina specialist?
Retinal disease can steal your eyesight, but it doesn't have to. Patients who seek care from a retina specialist have the best chance of preventing vision loss due to age-related macular degeneration or diabetic retinopathy. AMD symptoms to look out for are distortion or warping.
Ice skating can be just as bad.
Patients with diabetic retinopathy should seek treatment if they notice the appearance of spots or floaters or blurred and distorted vision. Visit seeforalifetime.org.
Blowing out your birthday candles should be easy, but if you have undiagnosed COPD, you may find yourself short of breath. Early diagnosis and treatment can add years to your life. If you have symptoms like wheezing or chronic cough, talk to your doctor and visit copdfoundation.org today.
What would you give for a child you loved to make their wish come true?
What the fuck was he doing?
Critical illness. Just imagine what you'd do. You see, wishes are so powerful, and you can make them real. And give a child back their childhood, even change the way they feel. Every single one of us can make the stars align. Because when we come together, hope and joy.
Must have got kicked in the nuts.
Wishes need stars like you. Visit Make-A-Wish at Wish.
Seems like it would hurt your foot kicking that cup.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station. Making sense of the news. News Talk 105.9.
Yeah, They tried to AI shit on me, so I just call myself Absolute Intelligence. We got AI here. It's me, Absolute Intelligence, Tom.
Sobbed in federal court on Long Island as a judge handed down over 7 years in prison on fraud and identity theft charges. The New York Republican, who barely served a year in Congress before being expelled in 2023, admitted to deceiving donors and stealing the IDs of nearly a dozen people, including family members, to fund his winning campaign.
Officials who lie and steal and defraud will find themselves in a court.
Is that something?
They will learn, George Santos has, that there's a serious price to pay for corrupt behavior.
U.S. Attorney John Durham, as part of a plea deal, Santos agreed to pay almost $600,000 in fines.
Fox's Jeff Manasso, Luigi Mangione, the 26-year-old accused of shooting the CEO of United Healthcare to death last December, has pled not guilty to a federal murder charge.
Prosecutors believe Mangione is a future danger with intent to target the entire healthcare industry and rally others against it too.
Fox's C.B. Cotton, Attorney General Pam Bondi yesterday formally announced that they will seek the death penalty. In Rome for the funeral of Pope Francis, President Trump wrote on Truth Social that Russia and Ukraine need to meet for very high levels.
Takes a lot of effort to think that stuff up.
The FBI has arrested Milwaukee Judge Hannah Dugan, accusing her of helping a man evade immigration authorities.
The criminal complaint against Dugan says, quote, despite having been advised of the administrative warrant for the arrest of Flores Ruiz, Judge Dugan then escorted Flores Ruiz and his counsel out of the courtroom through the jury door, which leads to a non-public area of the courthouse.
Fox's Jonathan Hunt, in a statement, Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers accused the Trump administration of repeatedly using dangerous rhetoric. America's listening to Fox News.
Marriage fraud gang busted. I'm Sharon Reardon from the Novak.
That's annoying, isn't it?
Evening. The 4 alleged ringleaders of the sham.
I'd keep anybody out of my chat. That fucking thing right there.
In Maryland today on charges of conspiracy to commit visa and marriage fraud. Special agent in charge of Homeland Security investigations in Maryland, Michael McCarthy.
You know, I just don't get it. On one hand, they say don't trust anybody. Don't trust anybody. And on the other hand, Wiggin wants me to just have blind trust and just agree with whatever. It just, I have a hard time with that.
Schools have rejected a Trump administration guideline on getting rid
I'm
of
watching a fight.
Superintendent Aaron Spence had a Thursday deadline to comply with a federal order certifying the school systems no longer employing diversity, equity, and
I can't put my phone up on here no more because if I touch the screen, because it's a touch screen also, I have to keep it down here.
Clearly defined. By failing to file the certification, Loudoun schools would have been at risk of losing millions in federal funding. But that's now moot because a federal judge blocked the
I'm too cheap to go buy when things that clip on, I clip my phone on it.
Over local schools. John Matthews on WMAL and WMAL.com.
And you have plenty of
Yeah, the government cares more about your kids than you do. That's, you know, Nancy Pelosi said it's about the kids.
If you're up really early.
It's about the children.
On the Vatican Media live stream.
Oh, the children.
Of the National Shrine will also
Nancy Pelosi.
Massive Thanksgiving for the life of Pope Francis tomorrow afternoon at 4:30. WMAL News Time is 8:04. I'm Sharon Reardon, and now here's your WMAL traffic and weather from the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
WMAL traffic. This update in Brandywine's got police activity leaving 2 left lanes blocked in each direction on Brandywine Road, northbound and southbound as you approach Crane Highway. No backups there inside this report. BW Parkway northbound traffic dealing with light slow delays reported between NASA Goddard and 197, while Alexandria's got jammed traffic on the outer loop of the Beltway between the Eisenhower Avenue connector and the Woodrow Wilson Memorial Bridge with upwards of 10 minutes additionally. I'm Dr. Gavin Montgomery. Now, from GarageDoorRepair.com to WMAL Storm Watch 7 forecast.
Tonight, scattered showers with a thunderstorm possible. Lows around 65. Tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms likely. Highs around 82.
Hey, weekend warriors. How's a little trail therapy sound right now? Hop in. Let's go for a ride in the all-new Nissan Armada Pro 4X. Tune out all those work emails and turn up that twin-turbo V6 engine. Instead of letting the kids play online, show them some epic inclines. Turn your 8-person family dinner into an exhilarating off-road adventure. The all-new Nissan Armada is here. Intelligent four-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions.
Hackers don't
Big low seat.
Just one leaked password can potentially unlock a treasure trove of personal information.
Her husband got drunk, had an accident, all kinds of shit.
Don't be an easy target. Get protection by Aura today. Aura protects.
They even put him in jail for that. If that was you got caught drinking and driving like that, they'd throw you right in jail.
And block scams before they happen. If identity theft strikes, we help you recover. Stay protected at aura.com/stream. That's AURA.com/stream.
When you're an HR, you feel like nothing is easy. From payroll to PTO, from onboarding to benefits, and everything in between. It's a constant juggle of tasks, systems, and spreadsheets. But your HR software? That's the easy part. Meet Bamboo HR. Trusted by over 34,000 companies. It handles all your HR tasks. Payroll, benefits, and time tracking. So your team and your company can grow as fast as, well, Bamboo. And Bamboo HR software is actually easy to use. One simple system that pulls all your people data together in one place so you can ditch scattered systems and wasted hours on tasks that should only take minutes. Because when HR is easier, you can focus on what matters most, your people. HR is hard. Bamboo HR is easy. Ready to simplify all your HR tasks? For a limited time, get a $100 Visa gift card.
That's where I started the saggy udders. Way back in Fox 46. That's who I originally called saggy udders, is Nancy Pelosi. Of course, everything I come up with, JC and the others steal it.
Hello, America. Our foot's on the gas pedal. Our final hour of the week, hour 3, we call it the Power Hour. I am Mark R. Levin, Esquire. You can just call me the Great One.
Wow, knocked him out.
Or the Great Big One, although I'm not that big anymore.
Wow.
Jeffries. That's right.
Yair Rodriguez and the Korean Zabli, and this Rodriguez just knocked the guy out.
Fabulous job in Congress.
I know what he did.
Desperately trying to be Speaker of the House.
Left hand. That's weird.
That's all he ever said.
Oh, that elbow.
Staring at the walls. I can do better.
Came up with an elbow.
Why should be the Speaker? Why is he the Speaker?
Took him right in the jaw.
People hear him saying this all the time.
Yeah, he just fucking laid there.
So let's listen to what he said today, because I'm told it's memorable. Cut 19, go.
So-and-so.
There you go. Wait a minute. Next thing you know, he's going to be talking about how authoritative Donald Trump is. And I happen to agree. Anyway, let's start right before so-and-so. Go ahead.
So-and-so signed the so-called executive order.
You see how disrespectful he is? He's a punk. Bottom line is he's a punk.
Wow.
So-and-so signed the
I should
so-called
dig into
executive order.
that.
You mean the President of the United States? How if I call you so-and-so? Is that okay? No, Mark. You can't do that. That's racist. Excuse me. Call Trump so-and-so. So you're so-and-no.
A cat.
Go ahead.
Executive order. Trying to do.
No, start over. We missed a key word in there that I want the audience to hear. Go ahead.
So-and-so signed the so-called executive order. It was a voter suppression executive order. Trying to do all of the things that the so-called SAVE Act is trying to do, but trying to do it through executive action. He does not have to.
You know what he's talking about, right? You got to demonstrate you're a citizen before you can register to vote in federal elections. So-and-so signed the so-called executive order. President Trump signed an executive order. And the Democrats were furious. What do you mean you got to prove you're a citizen before you can register to vote? What do you mean by that? Excuse me, what are you, cheaters? Oh, cheaters, huh? What are you, a January 6er? Huh? What's going on with you? Don't you accept the election results? You're an election denier. That's what. Excuse me. Settle down. Step back. That's right. We want to know if people are voting who have the right to vote. If you're not an American citizen, you do not have the right to vote. How do you know if somebody's an American citizen when they register if they don't show that they're an American citizen when they register? The Democrats are fine with that. It's okay. They got judges running illegal alien criminals out the back door. They got judges ruling all over the country, trying to run the country. Oh, yeah, they're having a good old time. These thugs, these authoritarians. What else did these speaker wannabe have to say? So-and-so.
That. And so all of the Democrats, the House Democrats partnered with the Senate Democrats, partnered with the Democratic National Committee.
They were Democrats partnering with Democrats partnering with Democrats. Isn't that wonderful? Go ahead.
With the Democratic Governors Association.
Yeah.
And I even joined the lawsuit. Is it up on screen?
Oh, you're so brave. Democrats joined Democrats who joined other Democrats and Democrats. And I even joined a lawsuit against the SAVE Act. That's right. Why should people have to demonstrate their citizens to vote?
Why is that doing that?
Just sick. Go ahead.
That's showing me doing something I'm not doing.
I even joined the lawsuit.
Do you have it up on the screen there? My name and all that?
The phone?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tell them. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
On your behalf.
Thank
and
you.
I like
Thank
this
you.
name. Jeffrey versus Trump.
Oh, yeah.
And so we sued him in the United States District Court for the District of Columbia, and we believe we will win.
Mm-hmm. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And people are clapping because they don't know what the hell he's talking about. They don't know what the SAVE Act says. If he were to say, ladies and gentlemen, I brought a lawsuit to prevent anyone being asked if they're a citizen before they register. May I hear an applause? He'd be dead. Excuse me? What?
That's weird.
You're insane. What are you, a moron? That's right. You don't have to show you're a citizen. You know, he calls it voter suppression. Voter suppression. If you have to show you're a citizen. And you know, one of the arguments the plaintiffs made was, it's just too cumbersome. Excuse me. Too cumbersome. The government that has an IRS laws that are about 4 inches thick. We have to hire a CPA if you actually pay taxes into this very complicated system. I'm not talking about a flat type tax. Yeah. The government, you see. It's too hard to show that you're a citizen. No, it's not. It's actually quite easy. It's very easy. But Hakeem Jeffries, this is what he's been busy doing. And I brought a lawsuit. That's right. I worked with this Democrat, that one, and they joined me in this one. Notice all the Democrats opposed.
Time is it?
A requirement that only citizens can register to vote. They all oppose it. Which means they support non-citizens voting. What else could it mean? Now, we're not stupid here. We understand how easy it is to prove you're a citizen. We have illegal aliens running around with false papers trying to prove they're citizens. We citizens can demonstrate that we're citizens. You have to demonstrate it for Social Security and Medicare. You're going to demonstrate it all over the place. But for voting, it's too complex. It's too complicated. And don't accuse us of fraud either. You're an election denier. Yes, Hakeem. I should be the speaker. I'm better than that guy. How did that guy get it? I should be the speaker. Okay, I'll blink. Bill Maher is on with Piers Morgan. This guy, Piers Morgan, is pretty good. Used to be a liberal kook, but he's not anymore. He's really sharp. You know, he's had enough. They're in Britain, all the lefties are going nuts. Immigration is destroying the country. He sees what's going on. Listen, it's one thing to have been a lefty. It's one thing to have been a so-called liberal. But now that you see the consequences of what they've done over the last 4 years, how do you maintain that position? Seriously. And look at them now. Look at them now. Not hardworking, honest citizen.
Naked communist.
I don't have a problem with giving a hand and helping somebody up. In fact, I support it. That's not what we're talking about. Gang members, murderers, rapists, drug cartels. Yeah, so what? So, here's Bill Maher on with Piers Morgan. Cut 16. Go.
I mean, this wasn't my favorite moment of our friendship. But, look, I don't want to get in too much into that, but I think the minute you play the Hitler card,
That's what I think.
you've lost the argument.
Yes.
And also, I must say, come on, man. Hitler, Nazis, nobody has been harder about and more prescient, I must say, about Donald Trump than me. I don't need to be lectured on who Donald Trump is. Just the fact that I met him in person didn't change that. And the fact that I reported honestly is not a sin either. But
so stop there a minute. All these conservatives that quote Bill Maher, this is my problem with them. This is like what do you got to denounce Donald Trump, who was nothing but gracious to you, had you at the White House? How many of you folks have been to the White House? Almost none of you. How many of you have had a meal with Donald Trump? I assume none of you. This guy's been a lifelong critic of Donald Trump, and Donald Trump has him at the White House. He says he's very gracious. Nobody's been more, critical of Donald Trump than I. Oh, well, let's give him a gold medal for that. It's very tough in Hollywood for comics to be critical of Donald Trump. Anyway, go ahead.
Here's the Hitler thing. First of all, I just think it's kind of insulting to 6 million dead Jews. Like that should kind of be in its own place in history. And, I know people can say, well, we're just comparing it in this way. Well, it's an argument you kind of lost just to start it. It's just, look, maybe it's not completely logically fair, but Hitler has really kind of got to stay.
Well, now you know how Trump feels by endlessly being called Hitler. Let's slip in a call here of hostiles. Bill, Houston, Texas, XM satellite. Go right ahead, please. Bill.
Hey, I voted for Trump. Okay.
Can you prove that, sir?
I'm a registered Republican. I mean,
You're a registered Republican. Can you prove that you voted for Trump? Yes or no?
He's fucking with
I
you.
went in the voter box and, I checked my box and I voted for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
so you can't prove it, so I have to take your word for it. Go right ahead, sir.
Okay, do you have, well, let me ask you this. We're having a conversation. Do you have proof that you voted for Trump?
No, I don't.
So I have to take your word.
See how honest I am?
Okay.
You're
That's
rambling
funny.
on like a liberal, but go right ahead. Please.
That's funny.
No, I'm not rambling on. Okay. I have buyer's remorse. One thing, when I went to high school, okay, there was 3 equal.
Which high school did you go to, sir?
I went to Abbeville High School in Alabama.
Really?
Okay.
Which town is that in?
We got another Ray one.
Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Can you prove that, sir?
We got another way. One.
Can you?
That you went to that high school? What an absurd question.
Yeah, Stalin died a horrible death.
Well, look it up. I don't care. But anyhow, what I learned when I went to civics.
Glad I didn't live in Russia.
bills were introduced.
Who was your teacher in civics class?
Eddie,
Who was your teacher?
Mr. Parker.
I don't
Mr.
believe that, but go right
I've
ahead.
always understood Russia isn't really our friend and that they want to kill
Okay,
us.
well, so when I went, a bill was introduced.
That's why I
it went to the
volunteered
House.
for boomer boats.
It was brought up as a vote.
And
Then it
what
went-
bill was that, sir?
And it was brought when a bill, any bill, okay, was brought to the floor. It was.
Oh, you mean
voted
a
on.
bill, not a guy named Bill. Okay, you weren't clear. Go ahead.
No, a bill. Okay, it was discussed in committee. Then it went to the floor of the House. Then it was voted on. If it passed, okay, then it went to the Senate, and then they discussed it. They dealt, and they gave it a vote up or down. Okay, if it passed, then it went to the president's desk for him to sign.
Wait, in Alabama, it went to the president's desk. I think you mean to the governor's desk.
No, what I said is the president. I said Trump. I said I have issues with Trump. Okay.
Yeah. Well, let's cut to the chase. You're kind of prolonging this. What is your issue?
My issue is, number one, we have 3 branches of government. Okay.
We actually have 4. Maybe you're not familiar with the bureaucracy. Go right ahead.
Well, anyway, okay, Trump is ruling by executive order. It is not almost 200. Okay, he is bypassing the republic, the way that it was set up.
No, you can do executive orders, as has actually been taking place for over 200 years. If the purpose of the executive order is to affect executive policy, you don't need a congressional statute to affect executive policy that would violate separation of powers. You understand?
I understand that. But what I'm saying
So
is,
the president issues an executive order. He wants to reduce the size of the bureaucracy. That's an executive function. When the president issues an executive order that he wants to do away with DEI in the government, that's an executive function. When the president issues an executive order and says we're not going to use our monies here in the executive branch to subsidize anti-Semitism and so forth, that's an executive function. You see how that works?
yes, I do. But what I'm saying is 182 executive orders.
I don't care how many there are. I mean, I'm not excited about how many there are either. Don't get me wrong. But which executive order in specific is violating the Constitution?
Uh-oh.
There are 182. I'm sure there's many you could choose from.
Uh-oh. That's a good question.
Let's see. The fact that he's not even brought up a single piece of legislation that he signed.
Well, the president doesn't bring up legislation. He can recommend it. I learned that in civics too. Now, that said, he's got a budget bill that just passed. He's got a tax bill that he's waiting for. He doesn't control Congress. Congress controls Congress.
Exactly.
Thank you for your call. There, we agree. All right, let's. The guy didn't know I was even playing around, did he, Mr. Producer? I think I lost a fan there, didn't I? Is it possible? It's possible?
No.
I'll be right back.
That was another Zoofless right there. That guy was probably a tree hugger.
When you're in HR, it can feel like nothing is easy, from paying the benefits and everything in between. It's a constant juggle of tasks, systems, and spreadsheets. But your HR software, that's the easy part. Meet Bamboo HR, trusted by over 34,000 companies.
Yeah, Stalin would fucking... The KGB would shoot you in the back of the head if you didn't move forward towards the Germans to kill them. He's brutal with his people. He didn't treat people very well.
So you can ditch scattered systems and wasted hours on tasks that should only take minutes. Because when HR is easier,
Hitler took joy in seeing others suffer.
Bamboo HR is easy. Ready to simplify all your HR tasks? For a limited time, get a $100 Visa gift card when you complete a free demo at bamboohr.com/gift card. Again, that's bamboohr.com/gift card. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, weekend warriors, how's a little trail therapy sound right now? Hop in. Let's go for a ride in the all-new Nissan Armada Pro 4X. Tune out all those work emails and turn up that twin-turbo V6 engine. Instead of letting the kids play online, show them some epic inclines. Turn your 8-person family dinner into an exhilarating off-road adventure. The all-new Nissan Armada is here. Intelligent four-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions.
I peeked into Vegas just a few minutes ago.
75 years of research, 75 years of policy, 75 years of opportunity,
75 years of freedom.
This is 75 years of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. Join us at MDA75.org.
Making sense of the headlines, making sense of your world. WMAL's Vince Coronation.
Thank you for all you do on the radio show.
What a nice call. Thank you very much. Weekdays, noon to 3.
Thought for sure the card players would be over tonight, but they're not.
Sense of the news.
Blowing out your birthday candles should be easy. But if you have undiagnosed COPD, you may find yourself short of breath. Early diagnosis and treatment can add years to your life. If you have symptoms like wheezing or chronic cough, talk to your doctor and visit copdfoundation.org today.
Hi, I'm Erica, an English major at Hillsdale College. Here's Hillsdale President Dr. Larry Arnn with a Constitution Minute.
Human souls made to learn. The highest things of life.
He's mad at me. I go in there and here comes this spam box with my mother's pick.
One of the best examples of that is the Constitution of the United States.
The most nasty name you can come up with.
Function to best protect our rights.
Still doesn't work.
Give us the freedom to make choices.
DA blocks me.
Unfortunately, most colleges and universities
Yeah,
fail to teach
that, not that I'm complaining. They're just pointing it out.
This is dangerous because it is
You say a block is a win, right? So if Dwayne blocks me, it means I win. Petro blocks me, that means I win. Petro is always running around. I always win. I never lose in chat. Wiggin made that statement not long ago. I never lose in chat. Comes up on my panel, acts like he's fucking top dog. Like, I better let him have fucking his time up here.
Washington's best way to wake up. O'Connor
And JC and Gotti up on my panel.
Mornings from 5 to 9 on WMAL.
Producer, what were you telling me when I wasn't listening? No. Let's take some more callers. Do we have any callers there you can just mention to me? Mark in Virginia, XM Satellite. Where in Virginia are you, Mark?
I'm in Stanton, Virginia.
I thought they pronounced, it's spelled Staunton, but pronounced Stanton, correct?
Excuse me.
Yes, sir. I'm a
JC.
truck driver for 39 years, and I'm just laid over here. And I just want to tell you, I love you. I love Sean. I love all you guys. I've been listening to you for years.
Thank you.
And I miss
Big
Rush
guy.
so bad.
Yeah.
And don't doubt me on that.
No, I don't. I do too. You understand? We used to keep in touch early in the morning and also late at night.
Yes,
I
sir.
understand completely, 100%. He's deeply needed.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
with you.
I have a question that I think Rush would ask everybody that I haven't heard anybody say anything about.
Yeah.
What does these Democrats have? Why are they so
Why are they asking?
interested in getting
Big
this,
T.
bringing this this guy back to? What does the MS-13 people have over these Democrats? That's what I'm wondering.
Look, this is the thing is, it's a couple of fold here. Number one, anything to oppose Trump.
I have grape juice.
Doesn't matter. They got to destroy Trump. That's number one. Number two, they don't care about the American people. So what if the guy is a wife beater, MS-13, so forth and so on? They just want as many people in this country who are from another country as. And by the way, the less educated, the better, and illegal aliens better than others, because they want to change the makeup of the voters. The New York Times gave it away many months ago when they said they want to reshape the voters. They want to change the citizenry. And keep something in mind here. All these illegal aliens, if they have children according to birthright citizenship, which I've said over and over again is unconstitutional, but I say what I say, then they have children here. And keep one other thing in mind that nobody even talks about. Then you have chain migration. So by the time you're done in 25 years, you have 100, 120 million people in this country who are not assimilated into this country, but are taught over and over again to go hard left, to vote for Democrats, to get gimmies. That's what it's about. This is revolution by immigration. So they're not going to step back. That was a great, great question. We'll be right back. Hey, folks, I've got something you need to hear. It's real, raw, and it fearlessly cuts through the noise. It's called Frontier by Blaze Media, a fantastic magazine. And issue 2 is here right now. If you missed the first one, you missed something big. But here's the good news. This one's even sharper, even stronger, packed with stories you won't find anywhere else. Now, Frontier by Blaze Media isn't just a magazine. It's a movement. And in issue 2, we're really turning it up, folks. But you can't buy Frontier in stores or online. The only way to get it is with Blaze Unlimited. Blaze Unlimited gives you even more than Frontier, including early access to exclusive events, VIP opportunities, members-only content, and premium treatment. Go to blazeunlimited.com/Levin to subscribe today. Claim your copy. Supplies are limited. Please don't miss out. That's blazeunlimited.com/LEVIN. Secure your subscription today. You're going to love it. Don't just read Frontier. Live it.
Hey, weekend warriors, how's a little trail therapy sound right now? Hop in. Let's go for a ride in the all-new Nissan Armada Pro 4X. Tune out all those working days. Turn up that twin-turbo V6.
Hey, Tom,
Instead of letting
what about this new guy, Guitar J? Where the fuck did he come from all of a sudden? The fuck is up with that? With JC? And she wants to sit there and say I'm jealous.
Making sense of your world on the go. Stream your favorite shows, get the day's top headlines, and access our podcast archives, all with the new WMAL app. This is for you. Get the WMAL app on Google Play or the Apple App Store and stay connected.
What would you give for a child you love to make their wish come true? To help them fight a critical illness? Just imagine what you'd do. You see, wishes are so powerful.
Guitar J. That guy. Ever who. Whatever the J stands for, I have no idea. And he's a school teacher, teaches music. I don't know. He's a new guy over at JC's. I didn't write down the date when he entered chat over there and all that, but you know. And you got Lady Venom trying to change history. It was within the last year that Doug went to go see that person. And they wouldn't let him drive because he was by himself. He had marks on his license, DWIs. You know, if you go across into Canada, and the only where I live, I don't need a passport to get into Canada. I can get into Canada with just my driver's license. If they don't want to let me in, then fine, I won't go. Fuck you. The fuck do I need to go to Canada for? The only thing up there is good fishing way up north where there ain't nobody. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Tom. You ain't been watching JC's lately then. Because he's right up there with Angie and all of them. You guys talk about who's up on that panel. There's Guitar J all fucking day long. All night long whenever she goes live.
Go to DAV.org. Making sense of your world.
This is no conspiracy theory. This is a fact. Here it is.
Mark Levin, weekdays 6 to 9 p.m.
Listen to this, would you?
News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news.
Hi, I'm Vince Gallahney, host of The Vince Show and Vince Podcast. It's a show with an obsessive focus on what's good for America. I'll give you the truth beneath the headlines of all of the nation's top stories. The Vince Show is redefining news talk with in-depth interviews, live caller interactions, and a front row seat to the most important conversations of the day, every day. The Vince Show and Vince Podcast.
WMAL's Vince Colonnades, weekdays at noon. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news. Making sense of the media.
The news media is attacking them because this is what happens when you're a Republican.
Chris Plant, weekdays 9 to noon.
Yeah, our news media, really.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Planning to scream and run.
He's back on the Mark Levin Radio Show.
Mark Levin, the great one. The great one, Mark Levin. Dial in now. 877-381-3811.
Oh, yeah. Funny, Mr. Producer. Now, just winding up in my everything's winding up in my spam folder here. So, let's see here. Let me try this, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, let me try this. Hold on one second. When it comes to this stuff, I'm quite good with it. but we will do our best. We're living in uncertain times, that's for sure. Things go up and they go down, down, and they go up and down. It's hard to keep track, isn't it? It's like a yo-yo. Anybody know what a yo-yo is? Yeah, so that creates instability, stress in your lives. What do you do? I'm here to help you. You diversify. That's the key. You diversify. What do you diversify with? Well, there's a number of things, but I certainly include gold in my diversification. I own gold, and I've done very well, and I believe it's going to keep going up and up. That's what I do, and that's why I diversify, and I include gold. It's also why Advantage Gold, the best of the gold companies, I've dealt with most of them. Advantage Gold is by far the best. They would like you to join them on April 30th. April 30th, by my calculation, that's 5 days away. April 30th, 7 p.m. Eastern, for the Gold and Silver Summit. Hello, the Gold and Silver Summit, an exclusive event backed by popular demand. They hold these from time to time. People love them. They love them because you'll learn how to build your own strategic wealth reserve. If you've been thinking about getting help protecting your assets, this is the event for you. People who have been to the others really enjoy them, and you're there virtually. You attend virtually, but you attend live. I know that's weird, isn't it? It's virtual, but you're live, but you get the point. So that's April 30th. Excuse me, cholera. That's April 30th.
Cholera,
7 p.m. Eastern for the Gold and Silver Summit. They're going to give away up to $100,000 in free silver, folks. Each person can claim up to $1,000 in free silver, plus $300 in bonuses, but only if you qualify. So what's the catch? You have to attend this live event to learn how. Again, it's virtual, but it's live. Don't wait until it's too late, folks. Ready? Text MAGA to 85545. Hello. Text MAGA to 85545. Do it right now. Reserve your spot. Well, Mark, it's virtual. We don't have to reserve your spot. Yes, you do, because it becomes overwhelming, and they can only take so many. And this can be one of the most important financial decisions you ever make. So again, text MAGA to 85545. You're going to learn a lot of incredible information. MAGA to 85545. Message and data rates apply. Performance may vary. Should always consult your financial and tax professional. Yeah. Let's go to Kevin, Alberta, California, on the Mark Levin app. Kevin, go right ahead, please.
Hey, Mark.
Hello, Kevin.
Have I got you?
You got? Hold on, let me. Yeah, you do.
Okay. You'd mentioned earlier that Trump was using tariffs to open up markets
Kevin?
in other countries. Yes. Oh, have I got you?
Are you Kevin?
Yes, I am.
All right, go ahead, please.
Okay.
Go ahead,
You'd
please.
mentioned earlier that.
Is this
you
line
mentioned
2 or
earlier
3,
that
Mr.
Trump
Is this Kevin?
Yes, it is.
Kevin, we've been waiting for you. Go right ahead. What's going on?
Phone isn't working right, but you'd mentioned.
No,
earlier,
you're Kevin, right? Is that your name, Kevin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, we've killed enough time. Go ahead, Kevin.
You'd mentioned earlier that Trump is using tariffs to open up other markets in other countries. But my question is that between the power of the U.S. dollar, internationally, and the fact that you guys down in the States pay some of the highest wages in the world.
Wait a minute, you're from Canada. You're not from California. I don't know why they put California here. Go right ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem. The question is, with the power of the U.S. dollar.
By the way, how do you like those Capitals? Those Washington Capitals, boy. I don't think there's a Canadian team that can beat them. Do you?
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, I got the Oilers. I'm in Alberta, so I got the Oilers.
Sorry to hear that.
But yeah, I just don't know that the U.S. has the ability to be competitive even without tariffs.
Mm-hmm. I think we are competitive even with tariffs, and I think if we can get the rest of the world to do what Trump's trying to do, it'll be a remarkable thing. Absolutely remarkable thing. This is what I've explained. I'm not stretching, or I'm not just saying this to say it. He's using tariffs in a way I've never seen. You see, you got to pinpoint the day. He said, "No, you know what? We can't pinpoint tariffs. We're getting screwed all over the world. They've got these massive tariffs, and so I'm putting tariffs in place. Now we'll negotiate new deals in order for other people to get their tariffs." And I said, "Wait a minute. As a free marketer, that's absolute genius. That's brilliant." By the way, Kevin, if I were you, I'd get out of there and come to the United States. Just a thought. It's up to you, of course.
Well, if you guys would hurry up and make us the 51st state, I'd be down there in a moment.
Isn't it cold up there all the time, though? For God's sakes, man. It's like Buffalo there all the time, isn't it?
It got above freezing today, so we're counting that as good.
This is why I go to Florida. I mean, it's even cold where I am in Virginia sometimes. I go, no, I don't need this anymore. Certainly wouldn't head north.
At least it's not 40 below.
Well, at least it's not 90 below. But I do understand your point. You're a good fella, good-hearted. Thank you, buddy. Take care of yourself. Okay. Let's go to Carmelo, Tampa, Florida, on the Mark Levin app. Carmelo, how are you?
Oh my God, I'm great, Mark. Honestly, this is pretty crazy. I might have a heart attack.
No, don't have that. I've had one of those.
Jesus, no, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just a little nervous.
Yes.
But anyway.
No reason to be. Just a little old me.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a reason. But just want to say real quick, happy birthday to my new little cousin. She was just born at 12:58 this morning. Wow. Right after midnight.
Good for you.
Grace Lafredo. Thanks, man. But really, to my cousin Steve, his wife Danielle, so they got a little.
Hey, Steve. Congratulations. I assume the family's Italiano.
See, yep, we are. How'd you guess?
Carmelo's that giveaway.
But yeah, right.
Do you know my favorite food is Italian? Isn't that amazing? I love Italian food.
I think if everybody's honest with themselves, they would say the same thing too.
And I agree. You know, ethnic food. Maybe I can eat like Chinese once a week. Some of the ethnic foods I don't eat at all, of course. But like Italian, I can eat 3-4 days a week. I just love it. Anyway, go ahead.
Every day. But yes, okay. So yes, there was that, and also I'm going through Men in Black, like just because it's crazy how super relevant it is. Like right now, and just
when did I write that? Like it's almost 20 years now. Wasn't it 15 years, something like that? I'm trying to remember, but it's been a while.
So the copy I got is 2005.
That's what it is. 20 years ago.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's a good book.
Oh, it's a good book, and it's just really cool. It's crazy how you go back far enough to the founding era. And like the whole Marbury versus Madison thing, because you've been talking about that a lot recently, and that what came out of that, but that was transitioning from Adams to Jefferson, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's how do you go from that, because they were rivals. You describe them as rivals, and how it was this political situation, the midnight judges. You know what I mean? Like I can imagine how much of a big deal it was at the time. But as different as rivals as they were still just super pro this new country.
You're right.
Almost immediately you got a situation where it started to like cannibalize itself. But you had the judge that wanted more power, and it's
you're talking about Marshall. No, you're right. Listen, I'm very excited you like this book, and you're gonna like my next one too. I almost gave the title away. I would have had to dump it, but you're going to like this next one, too. So you call back, and we'll make sure you get a copy. I'll sign a copy for you. Carmelo, congratulations to your family. It is very exciting. God bless you, my friend. Adam, Osaka, Japan? Yes, on the Mark Levin app. I told you, people can hear us all over the world, and they do call, and they do listen. Adam, Osaka, Japan, go right ahead, please.
Hey, Mark, it's great to talk to you. I was sorry about Mahmoud Khalil, and it really says a lot. It's 9:43 in the morning.
You're late rising.
In October, yeah. I'm actually the captain of the Israeli bobsled team in October of 2023.
Oh, and you're what?
Spare part. to debate about Israel? Just right
Hold on. Slow down a second. We have a delay. You're a what with the Israeli what? I didn't hear you.
From the captain of the Israeli bobsled team.
Seriously, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, I listen to you every day,
Go
Mark,
ahead.
when I'm training.
That's cool. Yeah.
So in October of 2023, I set up a table in Washington Square Park to debate about Israel just a week after the 10/7 attacks. And this dude came up to the table with his now wife. And he was screaming about Hamas because on the sign on the table, I said Hamas was a terrorist group that butchered civilians. And he couldn't let it go. That I had called Hamas a terror group. And this dude, turns out, we got a picture of him, is Mahmoud Khalil. And so every single newscast that I hear that he doesn't support Hamas, so there's no evidence, this dude, as Israel was still counting bodies, was full on in support, shouting about how necessary Hamas was and how amazing Hamas was.
Yeah, he's a punk. He's a no damn good. He's a Hitler Youth, little Nazi bastard, and he needs to be deported. And he can go back, he and his wife and kids, and enjoy the Hamas life. If he steps out of line, they'll beat him to death, won't they? Adam, call again. We're running out of time. It's a pleasure, my friend. So there you are. He was yelling in his face, supporting Hamas. Wow. Who would have known that? We'll be right back.
Mark Levin. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Hey, weekend warriors, how's a little trail therapy sound right now? Hop in. Let's go for a ride in the all-new Nissan Armada Pro 4X. Tune out all those work emails and turn up that twin-turbo V6 engine. Instead of letting the kids play online, show them some epic inclines. Turn your 8-person family dinner into an exhilarating off-road adventure. The new Nissan Armada is...
I'll be leaving soon.
Intelligent four-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions.
Cheesy balls and broccoli. I'm trying to think of a name to go with that other than cheesy balls and broccoli. I've been milling it around in my head.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
I got that fucking thing right there from Fox 46 chat.
Your eyesight, but it doesn't have to. Patients who seek care from a retina specialist have the best chance of preventing vision loss due to age-related macular degeneration or diabetic retinopathy. AMD symptoms to look out for are distortion or warping of straight lines, as well as blurred or loss of central vision. Patients with diabetic retinopathy should seek treatment.
No, Wiggin, you're wrong. I don't get upset. I'm not triggered because DA or somebody blocks me. And you know full well why I even post it, just to let them know that they do.
Diagnosis and treatment can add years to your life. If you have symptoms like wheezing or chronic cough, talk to your doctor and visit copdfoundation.org today.
School absences are often due to the absence of necessary resources. But when communities in schools is present, students are...
And you need to get control of your queer Lido. That motherfucker just wants to hump my leg for some reason.
As a young adult at this point in your life,
do something about queer Lido. Wiggin. He worships you.
The thing is,
I'm not going to worship you. Why the fuck do I want to do that?
Your friendships, experiences, and
like that.
It's all your choice. So what will you choose? As you make choices about
I see you, all I think of is originally you're Linus in the Peanuts. You just got a big long beard now and you don't carry around your blanket. Or Pigpen.
There's a whole lot missing.
Which one?
Every day. Why are we the only ones reporting this?
Yeah, Pigpen.
5.9. Making sense of the news.
My baby brother, a father. Come on, it's time for his nap.
I fucking record every fucking thing I do. Laugh at I put the fly swatter away. I don't have any bananas. I run out of bananas. Uh-oh. This will be interesting. Is this who I think it is? Not really sure. Tom, is that you?
Organization supports LGBTQ rights. That's right. That others.
Excuse me. All right. Well, I wish everybody a good night, and I'll see everybody on the flip side. I'll be back later.